Welcome one, welcome all. I am back at it again. Second. That's the one. Alright, sweet. Live stream, we are. Alrighty. So if I remember correctly, ooh, my voice. Ooh, so sorry. Someone has died. I think it was. I'm bad with names, so I've just been calling it Ogre. It is the Ogre that has passed away. Yes, that is correct. If I remember correctly, she was talking about different type of ring murders. She's guarding, and Bitch Boy's just being Bitch Boy. All right. This looks like some sort of. Oh, this looks like some kind of wrapper.
Huh?
Huh? That's. Did you recognize it, Hina?
Well,
yeah, I mean, I gave it to her. That's a candy wrapper. Got super upset when she found out Genocide Jack had attacked me, right? So after we left the nurse's office, I gave it to her. I thought it might help her calm down a little. So you gave the candy to her? I found a big box of it in the warehouse. I really like them. Actually, as soon as we could get into the warehouse, I took the entire box back to my room. I made sure nobody else get their hands on them. You really like them that much? But I wanted to give her But I wanted her to get a chance to try one for herself. That's why I gave it to her. But now they're all lost their flavor. You know. Polka dot candy wrapper that has been added to the Trueport section of your handbook. There's just such a glass scattered across the chair she's sitting on. The glass is all red and these are the type. These are the top and bottom sections of the glass, right? There must have been already been a bottle. Glass shards on the floor has been added. Huh? There's something else on the ground near the glass. That's a figure. It fits in the palm of my hand. It's a Monokuma figure. Heyo, heyo, welcome back to the stream. How's it going? Yeah, going pretty good, pretty good. Had a somewhat busy day. Saw the new Sonic movie with my little brother. Very happy to see that. And now we are here playing some Danganronpa. How about yourself? You enjoying your day or nights, wherever you're from? That class? The 4 red bottles up on the shelf. So each of the bottle there's some kind of Monokuma figure. What I'm wondering is how they get these figures inside the bottles.
so
It's no different from your standard ship in a bottle, huh? You know where the bottle's opening. You know where the bottle's opening is smaller than the boat placed inside. Ah, that's good to hear. You never seen that? Yeah, maybe I have.
in other words,
So this is the Monokuma version of that, a Monokuma bottle, if you will. Monokuma bottle has been added to the truth section of the boards. Sorry. I feel like I'm finally starting to make sense of things, little by little. You are? I'm not. The Monokuma bottle sitting on the shelf. The Monokuma figure we found on the ground. The red shards of glass which probably started out as a bottle. Which means must have been hit in the head with the Monokuma bottle, right? The shards of glass in the Monokuma figure are evidence of that. So I think it's safe to say that Monokuma bottle was the weapon. Where's the blood over there? Blood behind her. There's a blood stain in front of the magazine shelf. Must have come from her, right? But that doesn't make sense. Why is it so far away from where she died? Magazine self blood stain has been added to the report section in the handbook. That's there. So here, a locker that has handprints on it. The locker open and there's something inside. Oh, I don't know why my throat's all rusty all of a sudden. It's a handprint.
why?
Sorry for coughing a lot, jeez. What's a handprint doing here? It looks like someone touched the inside of the locker and left a handprint in all the dust.
It's true.
It looks quite fresh too. I say someone was hiding in the locker and they left behind a little something extra. So then, maybe the killer hid in there until the locked room was open, don't you think? And during all the confusion, they popped out and joined the rest of the group.
Wrong.
Unfortunately, that's not a possibility. What? Why not?
Hey,
Think back before we opened the door. We looked inside the room, right? locker was already open. Yeah, the locker was already open at that.
Indeed.
So there's no way someone could have hidden in there until after we opened the door. So the handprints mean. Locker handprint has been added to the bullet section. Other than that, look at her. During her last breath, sitting slumped forward in this chair. There's obvious evidence of the blow to the head suffered. Normally, I wouldn't have any problem believing that was what killed her. According to the Monokuma, she had also had vomited blood. I can see a trace of blood on her lips for sure. So, whatever could have been the cause of her to vomit? The Monokuma file especially said she hadn't suffered any other injuries. Status of her body has been added. Maybe getting hit on the head somehow caused her to start vomiting blood. Not a chance.
That's fine.
However, your eyes have landed on the most interesting location. Interesting?
Naturally.
Yes, most interesting. Don't you agree? No, I don't think I call it interesting. But it does make me wonder. The rest of reason she vomited blood absolutely has to be connected to the way she died. Alright. There's nothing. The lamp? Oh, look at the clock. We're on 1 o'clock right now. According to the Monokuma, she got around 12 minutes, roughly an hour ago. So when Koyo and I were moving alter ego. That's the glass. Okay, let's go to the chair. Maybe there's something on the chair. The chair was shoved up against the doorknob so we couldn't get the door open. There's no evidence of string the chair. In other words, there's no reason to think the chair has any special done to it. Alright, let's put the Hina.
What the heck?
I already know who did it.
I won't.
Bakutoko, a hero, I have to be one of them. They couldn't stand the sight of her. You agree with me, don't you, Makoto? Well, I don't want to say anything for sure without finding out more. Then let me help you find out more. You see, Sagara asked all three of them to meet with her, you know where? Right here in the rec room. What? After I went to the nurse's office this morning, her and I both left together, right? Well, eventually she went off on her own. But when I saw her right after that, she told me. She said, you leave a note for each of them. And she asked me to meet her in the rec room by noon. By noon. The Monokuma file said she died right around then. I'm telling you the truth, I heard it right from herself. And I tried to stop her, but she wouldn't listen. She said not to worry, that she just wanted to talk to them. This is what happened. If I stopped her, by force even, this never would have happened. You know, it's impossible not to have regrets, I know. So, counts by the fact that she hasn't asked those three to be with her, asked them to come to the rec room at noon, same time and place she ended up dying. It might be good to confirm what I just heard with the three of them correctly. Alright. Bitch boy, come here.
What?
What do you want? You're bothering me. There's something I'd like to talk to you about. Make it quick. Is it true that she asked you to meet her in the rec room? So you found out. Interesting. And is it true? I did receive a note to that effect, yes. But what fool would do what it said and risk being killed by that monster? So you didn't go to see her? Of course not. I ripped the note to shreds and threw it away. I haven't even seen her today at all. They didn't go to see her. Is that the truth? Well, until I prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it. It's a fact.
Come on.
If you're finished, please remove yourself from my sight. Hey, jeez, dude. God, I hate you. Alright. I was with her with
However,
moving alter ego into... Oh, into that, like, secret room in the boys' room. She doesn't type to go down without a fight.
it's true.
And she certainly didn't, I would say. She was the ultimate martial artist, strong in body, mind, and spirit. So how was the killer able to get the upper hand on her? I wondered, did someone get the upper hand? They must have taken by surprise, right?
Certainly.
Certainly. They would have needed to if they were expected to stand any chance against her. Alright. I think that's everything in this room. Door's only way in or out of the rec room. Door doesn't have a lock, and there's no evidence that mountings have been tampered with. The only noticeable change of the door is the smashed window. It happened, of course, when I broke to get inside. There's no evidence that any kind of string or mechanism would use on that door. In other words, I don't see anything suspicious about the door itself. Examine both door and the chair. There's no doubt the reason of the door didn't open simply because they were shoved up against it. That kept the doorknob from turning and the door from opening. There was no evidence of the door or chair being tampered with or anything like that. The killer must have created some sort of lock from... The killer must have created the lock from the inside, not the outside. The door has been added. I need to examine the crime scene as much as possible. Okay. What haven't I examined? Same shelf full of magazines. There's all kinds of different magazines here. Okay. I have to examine the glass. Some kind of plastic container around near the entrance to the door.
So...
Ah! I thought that was the thing that we used to break it down. It looks like a protein drink. It's empty. Must have drank it. Everyone knows how much she loved her protein, and she mentioned more than once how protein was a good for all sorts of elements.
Wrong.
I wouldn't take that to heart if I were you. I know. But still, the protein can. It's labeled. Got a label on it that says Chem A2. That reminds me. Mentioned how the chem lab had all kinds of health stuff. You must have gotten it from the chem lab.
Just a second.
Oh, that's strange. Huh? What is?
Hey.
You see what's scattered around the can? Shards of light blue glass. That must have been part of the window I broke to get inside.
Correct.
But they aren't just scattered around the can. They're also underneath it. What does that matter?
So...
I can't say for sure, but you're probably going to want to take a note of it. I feel like it will become an important clue later on. I know you haven't got any of the evidence yet, but any ideas yet as to who you think it would be? I'll be honest with you, I think it's Bitch Boy. For some reason, I feel like Bitch Boy would probably have killed her.
Listen.
Because he's the type of guy that has takes shit from no one. So if a spy interrupted the game he was enjoying, I feel like he would take action for it. Well, Makoto, have you finished with your general investigation? Yeah, I think so, for the most part.
So then...
Then you should probably go talk with the people now. I'm on guard duty, so I can't leave.
Listen to me.
Which is why I decided you will go in my place. You decided? She's gotten a lot more pushy since we have our issue. But she's right, I have to go talk with the others. I wanted to meet the other two people. I need to hear what they have to say. Alright. This door's the only way in or out of the rec room. Let's read all this. Alrighty. Those other two probably went back to their rooms. Okay. Yeah, they did. Oop. I'm pressing E. E's room. We'll go Target first. I pressed the doorbell. After a few seconds, please don't be genocide Jack. I can touch you though.
Who's there?
The most negative error I ever felt. Error of total decay.
Well, what do you want?
So you're back to normal. Genocide Jack isn't around anymore.
Don't even say her name. It makes me sick to my stomach. I was in such a good mood, too.
She didn't look like she was in a good mood.
Hey, I was hoping to talk to you about something. Is now a bad time?
Obviously annoyed, Toko slid out into the hall.
What do you want?
You said you wanted to talk to me about something? Yes. I wanted to talk about the fact that Sarah had asked to meet with you. Huh?
Well...
I don't know what you're talking about. Already told me she had asked to meet with him. What, she wanted to meet with Master 2? I just said 2, didn't I? I guess now it's totally obvious. Obvious, huh? Yeah, pretty much. So can you tell me about it? I admit it, I did get the note. But I didn't go see her. I was scared, so I couldn't bring myself to go. Becca claimed she didn't go to see her, but I really believe her? Well, until I can prove otherwise, I have no choice but to accept it as a fact. Is that good enough? Then I'll go back to my room. That, Joker quickly retreated into her room. Because account has been added to the... What about Genocide Jill, or Jack, whatever I can call herself? What's his room? This one. Press the doorbell. After a few seconds.
You know?
What's up, Makoto? Did you need something? Yeah, actually, I just wanted to check on something. It's about how Sarah wanted to meet with you.
What?
How do you know about that?
Could it be?
Did you maybe gaze into my soul? Have your special abilities awakened in you? What? But I'm not the only one she wanted to meet with. Origa told me herself that she asked Bitch Boy and Toko to come too. What? When did Taka tell you that? Taka tell you that, sorry. Well. When she asked me to meet with her, of course. But she didn't write you a note? Yeah, a note. She
How about that?
gave it to me in person, and she happens to mention to other persons like in passing. I gotta be honest, this is super suspicious. So then you went to meet with her?
You got it all wrong.
No, I totally didn't. Why would I ever do that? Yeah, definitely suspicious.
Actually,
Last time I saw Ogo was with Hina, got her, and I took her to the nurse's office.
don't look at me.
I haven't seen her since then. I'm here. Could you show me that note she gave you? Do I still have it? Let's see. Hiro was feeling around his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Sorry, it looks like I don't have it anymore. With a big, goofy smile on his face, he pulled his hands back out of his pockets. But when he did, I saw something flutter on the ground. Something had fallen out of Hiro's pocket. Huh? Huh?
What?
Okay, Hiro, did you do it? Because the wind, he snatched it back up again, and back into his pockets.
Hey, come on.
Just a bit of trash I've got to throw out. Trash?
What?
Anyway, I can't deny that Oga asked me to meet with me, but I never went. So, well, if you excuse me. Okay, buddy, you've been being very suspicious. You've been kind of sus, as they say. While waiting for a reply, Hiro quickly slipped back into his room. Hiro said that it was just trash, but there's no way that pulled to it. But yeah, it was a piece of fucking wrapper paper. And was we found next to her body in the rec room. Okay, so now I heard from Toko and Hiro. Maybe what next? I definitely have to look around the actual crime scene again. But on top of that, maybe I should find out more about that protein can we found on the floor of the rec room. I'm sure it must have come from the chem lab. So where should I start? Alright, chem lab is on the sus. Yes, very sus. 4th floor. Very end? Office. Where is it? Is that it? That's it. Whoa, what's happening here?
What?
Okay, do you have an eye? Do you have an eye on the Chem Lab 2? Just make sure you don't get in my way. Yeah, I got it. I think what you didn't say was, yes, sir, I understand. I wanna fucking execute you. I hate you. Alright. Let's have a little look-see. What's this? This isn't my first time seeing the shelf, but I just can't get over how big it is. I should probably take a closer look at it. Alrighty, it looks like 3 shelves have been connected together to make one giant shelf. But more importantly, right now, what's that powder that's been spilled in front of the shelf? I have to be careful not to step in it. The broken bottle in front of the shelf, is it all the powder came from? It looks like a bottle and a label on it is Chem C4. You'd like to hear something interesting? No, not from you. I was on the 4th floor this morning checking things out. At that point, this room wasn't like this. Then the powder must have been spilled.
So in other words...
That's right. It could only have been around the time of the incident. If that really is... Well, then why we... It's him. It's him. It's him! If that really is what happened, it must have related to the case somehow. Source of the powder has been added to the truth port section of the house. Footsteps. These are footprints, and they're only in front of the shelf itself. How do these footprints relate to the scene as a whole? We have to mainly sketch out the floor plan. By we, do you mean me? How kind of you to offer. An insufferable smirk, he handed me a piece of paper and pen.
What?
Well, let's go chop chop. Okay. I got the work, and before I have drawn up a sketch of the room. So, how's this? Not bad. For you, I mean. Okay, buddy.
I see.
When you look at it like this, interesting. It would appear the whole left of these footprints only had business at the leftmost shelf. They came in, went straight for that shelf, did whatever they had to do, and then left. That's what the footprints tell me.
I see.
These footprints must be...
It's certainly possible.
Makoto, are they yours? No.
What?
Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm the size for you myself. I couldn't think of any reason not to, so I quietly did what he asked. I see, your feet do appear to be too big. Fortunately, I must admit, these are not your footprints. Fortunately? But how... What? What? This guy's a... What? Okay, I hate him. Why is he accusing us? Why did he accuse us? Like, of course it wasn't us. We solved every fucking crime scene so far. Dumbass. With how clear these prints are, it will be quite easy to determine who they do belong to. These prints are very a very valuable clue. Clue! Not crew, clue. Right. Let's look at A then. Let's see, what's on the shelf? All kinds of supplements and different medicines. Protein drink we found in the workroom probably came from this shelf. All the containers on the shelf are labelled with the letter A and the number, so I guess I consider this part of the shelving section A. Huh? But wait. There's one bottle here that labelled Chem C9. Could be someone put it here on accident? So A's protein. You're just making triple sure it isn't you who had done anything suspicious. Okay. But true, but then again, he kind of came off as an arsehole way to do it though. So on that shelf it looks like a bunch of chems. They're detergents. Put it simple, they're used in experiments to bring out a chemical reaction. How have you lived in such ignorance for so long? It must be truly bliss. Isn't that kind of harsh? What, you think studying science and mathematics has no particular application in the real world?
That's fine.
The words of a lifelong loser, which I suppose suits you well. Why couldn't it have been you? Why couldn't have you died? I didn't even say that. Anyway, doesn't matter right now. I need to focus on the shelf. All these containers on the shelf are labelled with the letter B and a number. So I guess I consider that part of the shelving section B. Doesn't see anything out of ordinary here. In which case, I don't think I have to worry about this shelf. About the shelf. Okay, so I want to do something. Truth bullets. Where is her protein? What was it? It was Chem A2. Okay. So she actually got protein. On this shelf is, and one look I can tell it's nothing but dangerous chemicals. Those look like poisons and powerful chemicals. All the containers on the shelf are labelled with a letter C and a number. I guess I consider part of the shelving unit section C. To try and find out more about the shelving unit. Looks like it's split into 3 sections. Section A has dietary supplements, section B has reagents, and section C has lethal chemicals. Must have gone to the protein powder from section A. But what concerns me is that in section A there was a bottle with a label from section C. What was a bottle of poison from section C doing in section A? There's definitely something going on here. Chem lab shelf has been added to the truth report section of your handbook. Is that everything? It's not. I didn't do the middle here. There's a bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor. I better not leave a footprint. Should probably take a good look. I should have to take a good hard look at the powder. A bunch of yellow powder scattered on the floor of the shelf. There also remains a broken bottle. It looks like a bottle has labeled Chem C4. Looks like someone left footprints in the powder. Based on the positioning of the prints, whoever it was only wanted to the left side of the shelf. According to Bitch Boy, the powder would have been spilled right around the time of the incident. That's all I can tell for now. Footprints and powder has been added to the section. I've already taken a good look at the chem lab. Maybe I should take another look around the rec room. Okay. The rec room. I'm just gonna fast travel. That's on floor 3? Yeah, floor 3.
Hey.
So Makoto, how's your investigation going? I told Ko and Hiro what Toko and Hiro had told me, sorry.
I see.
I see, so along with Bitch Boy, they're both claiming they didn't go see her. But it's all too convenient. Someone must be lying. Someone lying?
Anyway.
Well, I made some progress of my own. To's body, the shelf of magazines, and the monochrome bottles. These 3 things have revealed new clues. You do well to look at them once over time. So the monochrome bottles. I think Koyu said I found a new clue involving the monochrome bottles. Something new. I have chess pieces in them.
Hey.
So, did you figure it out? There's a hidden correlation between all the bottles. Pay careful attention and you'll find it. A correlation. How Have chess pieces, dumbass. I can see that. Why is that character so dumb? Hey, Koyo, can you tell me what it is?
So...
I don't mind guiding you towards clues, but giving you my conclusion isn't a good idea. Each person needs to come with their own conclusion so that everyone can be confident in the outcome. And it's just not because you don't trust me, right? No answer? I do trust you, to a degree. Otherwise, I wouldn't have told you anything to begin with. Only to a degree. The Monokuma bottle has been updated to...
Hey,
Actually, there's one more other thing about the Monokuma bottles that's been bothering me. I had to do an experiment to confirm it. You don't mind helping me, do you? Experiment?
anyway...
Can you gather up all the broken pieces? Can you gather up all the pieces of the broken Monokuma bottle? Try to get smaller pieces too. Are you sure it's okay to mess with the crime scene like that?
That doesn't matter.
I've already done a thorough investigation, so it's fine. And that I'm not just bitch boys not here, so...
So then...
Anyway, I need to go get something from the chem lab. While I'm gone, try to get up all the glasses. Sorry. That Chloe left the room. I really don't know what this is about, but what choice do I have? I better just do it. I took the bathroom and I took the bathroom? Wow. I took the broom and dustpan and got to work collecting all the broken bottle pieces. Wow. Just as I finished up, she came back. Sorry to keep you waiting.
So then...
Everything ready? Let's get to work. So, what kind of experiment are we doing?
In other words...
Got a scale from the chem lab, so we're going to use it to compare weights. Compare the weights of what? Pieces of glass you collected, but one of the Monokuma bottles that's still intact. I don't want to do that. Point of the experiment will make sense when we're done.
Listen.
Damn, you can move a whole bathroom? I wish I could move a whole bathroom. You move a whole bathroom and kill someone with a bathroom as well. Imagine that way of being executed. First, let's compare weight of two normal Monokuma bottles. They're the same. It's balanced.
In other words...
Which means each Monokuma bottle weighs about the same, which makes sense. The Monokuma figures inside are basically the same and nothing else can really affect the weight.
So then...
Now, here comes the important part. All the pieces you picked up on the side of the scale. Now, what we might expect to see, well, a normal assumption would be either they balance out or the pieces I collected would be lighter. I did my best to get them all, but there's a chance I could have missed some here and there.
So then...
Okay, let's give it a try. Huh? Broken pieces are heavier? How is that possible?
I knew it.
Oh shit, my chair just fucking moved backwards. Oh god. Right. Pro tip, don't lean too far back in your chair. Just as I thought. What?
In other words...
The results of our experiment and the correlation between each of the bottles. Put it together.
Hey.
I believe you will arrive at the very pursued conclusion. So, what do you think? It's all on you. Monokuma bottles experiment. I wouldn't be surprised if Monokuma executed someone with a entire bathroom to be honest. Yeah, I can actually see that happening if he actually did do something like that. I was more surprised he got a fire truck in the school grounds or somehow. He'd kill Celeste, but I legit thought she was just going to die from burning to death. Ghost of the magazine shelf was hiding a clue of some clue. The magazine's upside down. Of course it's that magazine. Someone put it back. Oh my god. Did someone put it back that way on accident?
Hey.
If someone catches your eye, it's important for you to explore that detail, don't you think? Thank you for the raid, Mr. Shaven Bear. I love you. Mwah. How did your stream go? You done? Done with the Elden Ring? You rage quit from that? I picked up the inverted magazine and flipped through it. This is one of the pages near the center of the magazine. A word had been written in bold bloody letters, and it said Toko. Could this be a dying message?
Correct.
Then it would appear you found it. Oh, is this...
So...
This is indeed a dying message. Someone used their finger to write it. A dying message.
However...
But just to be clear, I'm not the one who put it upside down. It was already like that when I found it a little while ago. I made sure to put it back exactly as I found it for the benefit of others who might come looking. Hey, does that say Toko, right? Yeah, it looks like it.
What the heck?
Then she's the killer, right? Oh, it hasn't been confirmed yet.
I won't forgive
It's
you.
settled. It's settled. She's the killer for sure. That concludes evidence, right? You can use it to corner the killer. I can see why you'd think that, but it just seems too easy. If anything, it makes that much more suspicious. A magazine Dying Wish has been added to it. And look at her body. Was that the other one? I forgot. According to Ko, there's still something to discover from her body.
Just a second.
Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure. Oh my god. Just staring off into space isn't going to help you figure anything out. Well, yeah, I know, but
Hey.
don't you think you might actually need to examine the body?
Whew.
There's no getting around it. Unlike me, Koya didn't recall at the thought of touching a dead body. She's completely unemotional. It's the kind of thing I would have grown personally used to. Although there are still sometimes. I can't believe how calm you are. No matter how many times I see a dead body, I can't get used to it.
It's true.
It's totally normal. Tokyo's the killer? Well, that settled it then, Monokuma. You figured it out. Can we do the class trial? Let's get her out. Then how can you?
So...
I imagine it because I have plenty of opportunities to touch dead bodies in the past. What? Sorry, never mind.
Hey.
Well, why did she... Okay, you touched dead bodies in the past? Okay, that's weird. More importantly, look here. Her shoes.
Correct.
Has the powder on it. See the yellow powder and in-strap? Yeah, it totally stands out.
I see.
That powder is clue number 1. Yellow powder has been added to the truth bullet section of your handbook.
Hey.
Next is the wound to her head. Look carefully.
It's true.
Actually, even tell you, it's completely difficult to spot, but... So let me just explain.
It would seem...
It would appear that she didn't suffer a single blow, but instead received 2 blows to the head. 2 blows.
Indeed.
Interesting, wouldn't you say? And there's one more interesting thing.
Correct.
Both her hands were spotless. There's absolutely no trace of blood on them, on either one.
It's true.
So that's what I've learned from examining her body in detail. I can't believe she was able to learn all that just by looking at her body. I don't think anyone but Koyu could have pulled that off. Alright, class trial time, boys. Okay.
Whoops, you caught me sleeping.
Ah.
Your investigation was just so boring I couldn't stay awake. Should I do it? Is it okay? Can I? Okay, then let's begin the class trial. You know where to meet, right? Please go through the red door on the first floor of the school. See you soon.
Oh boy, can't wait to butcher this. It's already time, but the mystery of the locked room is still only half solved. At this point, whatever happens, will have to happen at the class trial. No, whatever happens, I have to make something happen. Okay. Class trial time. Let's get it on. Good stuff happens. Wow, there's really not a lot of people left just looking at it. Jeez. What is that? 2, 4, so 6 people left. Damn. 15 to 6? Jeez. When Akima made his announcement, everyone began to meet up, one after another. And then... Oh, he's doing the emoji eye thing. The ultimate martial artist. A locked room murder mystery. Is that a
What?
winky smiley face? What the... I just really discovered the power of Anacoms. Like, no matter how awful thing is, if you toss in a smiley face, it turns positive.
Yes, indeed.
For example, you're at a panic and you find a dead body. XD. It's just like plain creepy.
Well,
And how about the reserve? No matter how great something is, if you put in a sad face, it make you look super negative.
yes, indeed.
For example, do you have 100 friends? No.
What?
He's right. That does make it seem sad.
I can't wait. I can't wait.
Now please go to the... Oh no. I don't like the... Oh my god, stop. Stop that, please. Why is he dancing? I don't know what that was either, Toko. I don't get it.
Just the worst.
I don't get you guys. How can you actually casual after murdering someone?
Don't look at me.
I don't think I'm acting casual.
Don't be mean.
I mean, I didn't murder anyone.
What the heck?
Yeah, I'm completely innocent. How dare you call me a murderer? I mean...
What the heck?
Whatever. Either way, the truth will be revealed soon enough. Because there's only one... There's... Oh my god. Because there can no be... Shit! Because there can be no doubt one of us is a culprit. The killer, the one that murdered her. She was stronger than anyone I knew, and yet someone killed her. The person is here. That person is one of us. That person is among us. Come on, it's time to put an end to this. I made my way toward the elevator. But with each step I took, I felt like I was moving further and further away from my goal. I feel a chill. I can feel a calling fear running through me, trying to make me rot from the inside out. No matter how many times I got through this, it would never get any easier. We climbed into our steel prison in total silence. Next year, class trial is about to begin, and we're yet to find out who's done it. Fucking Monokuma. Watched the door close and felt begin its sinister descent. I'll be honest with you. Chapter 4 is very quick to get to the class trial. I will say that. I feel like this chapter's gone very quick. The elevator lowered, uttering its all too familiar clunking sounds. It fell lower and lower. Suddenly, as always, the ride was over. I didn't read that when I was drinking. Shit. Just the 6 of you, huh? Really?
This is kind of depressing.
That's so few. You must be so lonely. You say that like it's not your fault we're all that's left. I wonder, will the class trial end with one less classmate again, or will your school life come to an end completely?
Now then.
Ready to begin? You know the drill. Find your assigned seats. And so the curtain opened for the 4th time. Deadly judgment, a deadly deception, a deadly... I'm not reading this again. It's always the same. Yes, I will save. Alright, I have new skill. I remember I got a new skill from someone. There it is. Increase bullet capacity, each affiliate... Okay, cool. Oh, that's all my skill points done. Alright. Let's go over tree points real quick. Death, door, body. Pick up candy wrapper, glass. Figure on the floor from the bottle. Empty protein drink, shake. Like a handprints. Count was... Meet her in the rec room by noon. She slid notes underneath each door's person door. He didn't go. She got a note but didn't go. Pocket trash from Dumbass Boy. Jelly powder. 2 blows to the head, not one. No blood was found on either hand. Smash glass is heavier than bottle. Magazine dine wish. M-lab, source of powder. Alright, time to butcher this.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Now then, where to begin?
We already know who did it.
Whoa, deja vu.
The one who killed Sakura is one of the people that hated her. Byakuya, Toko, or Hiro. It was one of you.
Idiot.
I had nothing to do with it.
Yeah, I'd never kill someone. No way.
I don't want to hear your stupid excuses.
Alright. I'm down. Ina seems really sure that one of these 3 is the killer, but she must have some reason for believing that. Hey. Make your argument. Ina's account. Okay, cool.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have for saying so?
Because you all had a motive. You hated her.
Is that it? That doesn't make any sense.
That's the only reason you have her accusing us?
That's low. That's about as low as you can get.
Some... Doesn't like it. What she mentioned.
It was one of you. One of you killed Sakura.
And what reason do you have?
Because you all had... You hated her.
Oh. This is a...
Shoot.
The fuck up. Shit.
It was one of you. One of you killed.
And what reason did
Because you hated her.
Is
Ah.
that it?
that doesn't make
That's the only reason you have for accusing us?
There you go.
No, that's wrong. Another reason you suspect them is because Sakura wanted to meet with them, right?
Yeah, and that was right before she died. So there's no doubt about it. One of those three killed her.
I disagree with Hina. There's a good reason to suspect all three of them. Does that mean one of them did it? Oh, that's it? Okay, cool. Oh wait, I think this is the first class trial I'm joining you on. Weren't you there for the second one?
The fact that Sakura wanted to meet with all three of them, there's no way that's not suspicious.
Third one I definitely
One of
know.
you is absolutely guilty.
Yeah, let me reach
I
out
don't
after this.
deny that she wanted to meet with us, but I never went to see her.
I didn't either.
Yeah, same here. I never saw.
Okay.
No.
Yeah,
that's
third one
wrong.
I know because I remember you coming in yesterday and asking me, mentioning
Hiro,
about
when we were talking
how much I missed and
before,
all that stuff.
you dropped a small piece of paper, remember?
I think it might have been the second one. I think you were. Because it was the, was it you? There was someone that was spamming, like, the Leon number thing. I think that might have been you. I could be wrong, as well.
It was white with red polka dots.
What's that got to do with anything?
Red polka dots? That's gotta be the wrapper from the candy I gave Sakura.
No, it's,
Ever since we got into the warehouse, I totally monopolized that entire box of candy. So there's no way a single one of them was left in the warehouse.
In that case, Hiro, where did you get that piece of candy?
From Sakura. It's the only
Okay,
explanation.
calm down. Let him talk, alright?
well, I mean, yeah, sure I got it from her, but she gave it to me forever ago. It doesn't have anything to do with what happened to her.
When? When did she give it to you?
The last time you saw Sakura was when Hina had to go to the nurse's office, right?
Yeah, so I must have got it sometime before then.
Oh, Hiro, don't be you, man. I know you're a dumbass, but well, Hiro can't be right because you got the candy after the incident in the nurse's office. The reason is Hiro got the candy from Hina. Not the candy too much to share. I'm gonna butcher this.
I got it!
Okay, I wasn't trying
I'm
to
not
guess.
sure about that, Hiro. Hina didn't actually give Sakura the candy till after she left the nurse's office. So if that was the last time you saw her, there's no reason you should have had that candy.
Damn it! I mean, what I meant was,
Oh, buddy. Oh.
oh, that's right! I did meet up with her in the rec room. You got a problem with that?
Why did you lie about... Oh, fuck, this guy is dumb.
Why the sudden hostility?
But we just talked, that's all. I didn't do anything, you gotta believe me.
I don't believe you now,
You're
buddy.
acting incredibly suspicious.
He's acting kind of sus, boys.
You're acting incredibly suspicious.
More hostility.
It's not just normal hostility. You're the real culprit. I even have proof.
Huh? Proof? What are you talking about?
I'm talking about her shining message.
Magazine?
At the scene of the crime, she had written out Toko in her own blood, right? It was her dying message. Just like what you guys were talking about with Sayaka.
That's true. I saw it for myself.
See? See? Toko did it!
What are you saying? No way! I didn't do it!
You just don't know when you're beat, do you?
Hiro, hold on. When did you see that dying message of hers?
Huh? Well, when we found Ogre's body. Duh.
But if you recall, Hina was very adamant about keeping you away from the scene of the crime. So it's hard to believe that's when you actually saw the message for yourself.
Hang on. Go from the magazine with the dying message. It was on the magazine itself above magazine.
I got it!
That was a weird
Kyoko,
selection to
You
choose.
found the magazine on the magazine shelf, right?
That's right. Looking through the shelf, I found the magazine with the dying message on it. I found it right there at the scene of the crime, after we'd started the investigation.
If that's true, then what Hiro just said doesn't really make sense, does it?
Doesn't make sense? What doesn't make sense? Everything I said makes perfect sense.
No, it doesn't. Even I'm confused, buddy. There's definitely something strange about it. So I found the dying message during the investigation, in which case, it clearly contradicts what Hiro told us. Magazine dying message. Okay, cool.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
It doesn't, buddy. He said he saw the dying message when he first found the body. After that time, where was the magazine? Okay.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
No! No!
I can tell
Fuck!
you when I found the dying message.
It was only after I found the magazine when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I panicked there. I panicked. I was trying to shoot the small ones.
I can tell you exactly when Ogre's body was discovered.
Nope. What's wrong? Did I say something weird?
Shoot!
I need to think about more. There must be a contradiction in there somewhere.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
Maybe do I have to do this?
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun.
I don't know why I shot that one.
I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out, I saw her final words.
I shot
What's
it.
your
Fuck, I lost it.
problem? What I said makes total sense.
Oh god, I'm overthinking it again now. And this is where the part where I'm going to stuff up the most.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun.
Okay, I'm just going to shoot that. Nope. What does that have to do with what I said, or do you just know what you're doing?
Shoot!
I don't know what I'm doing, lady.
I can tell you exact when Ogre's body.
And I can tell you it was only after
I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
Okay, so I think I have to steal something. Except for Harambe.
Shoot!
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation had begun.
Dude, I'm just dumb.
Shoot!
I'm just dumb. I love the fact that I can legit say anything and you'll read it out loud. XD, XD. XD, XD, XO, XO, wow.
When I found the dying message.
Dumb.
When Ogre's body was
I
discovered.
feel like it's that.
And I can tell you when
it was only after I found the
Magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
Okay, maybe not. I need to...
Shoot!
Man, I'm bad at this. Man, I'm bad at this. Oh. Oh. I know it's a fail. Don't rub it in, buddy. Oh, we already come to the end of the debate. The class was adjourned. The main character died? No, the big buff, main character died. Yes, I'll give it another
I
shot.
refuse to give up yet!
Alright. Make your argument. Alrighty.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying message.
Might have an idea.
When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when it was only after the investigation had begun.
Be that?
I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf.
when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly what I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
No, it was not that. What's wrong? Does something weird? No, I have no idea what I'm doing.
I can tell you exactly when I found the dying when Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I found the dying message. It was only after the investigation I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out,
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
Think about it real hard. I can't, if I think too hard, my brain hurts.
Exactly when I found the when Ogre's body was discovered.
Oh, what? No! No! No!
and I can tell you
Fucking
when I
white
found the dying
noise!
message. It was only after the investigation had begun.
I found the magazine when I pulled it out.
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense.
I can tell you exactly
I lost
when
the bullet.
found the dying message. When Ogre's body was discovered.
And I can tell you when I
I
found
gotta
the
go, I gotta go
dying
through this
message.
all again to get
It
that
was
thing I
only
need.
after the investigation had begun. I found the magazine tucked away on the magazine shelf. When I pulled it out,
What's your problem? What I said makes total sense. I can tell you exactly when I found when Ogre's body was discovered.
Okay, it was that one.
No, that's wrong. When Sakura's body was found, that magazine was sitting on the shelf nearby. That's where Kyoko found it, after we'd begun the investigation. And you weren't at the murder scene, so there's no way you could have seen it then. Tell us the truth, Hiro. When did you see the message?
Hold on. You're focusing on the wrong part. Why does it matter when I saw it? All you gotta do is read the Vienna sausage Ogre left us, and we know who the killer is. Toko!
I don't even know where to begin with that one.
He's just trying to confuse us.
I'm confused.
actually, can we even be sure Sakura wrote that message in the first place?
Yeah? I think we can all agree Ogre wrote that message. 100%, without a doubt, she wrote it. And this is me talking, so you know it's true.
Without a doubt? No, actually, do doubt it. There's no way with that message. Isn't these predictions like 20% or something? Oh no, it's a ribbon-based game. Fuck.
Show me the proof. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest. I'm at least 30% right. The occult is bullcrap.
Oh, dude, I don't like this. Too fast.
The end is nigh. Show me the proof. I'm at least
I lost my
30%
combo.
right. The occult is bullcrap. Give it a rest.
Okay, that surprisingly went.
Show me the proof.
This should prove
That
it.
surprisingly went well. I normally on there for a good minute or two, but that went really well. The predictions are like
I'm
30%, right?
completely unconvinced
Oh, it
that
was
Sakura
maybe 20 to
wrote
30?
that
I don't
dumb
know.
Message.
I know it was very low percentage. That's what I remember.
Because if you look at it, the message was almost certainly written using a finger. Both of her hands were completely free of blood.
Say what?
Send him to the shadow round.
Then, who did write it?
Hiro could very well have written it himself. That would explain how he knew about the message in the first place.
I still don't think that's how you spell realm.
Yeah. Yeah, that's exactly what happened.
Ah! He admits it!
I figured as much.
But why would you write something like that?
Because I killed her!
What? You're admitting to killing her?
Please, just let me explain what happened. I got Ogre's note, and so I headed to the rec room right before noon, just like it said.
You just did exactly as the note asked? What a fool.
And when I got there,
Sorry, but do you mind waiting? I need a couple of other people to meet as well. Okay. You like a piece of candy? It might help give you some energy. Oh, sure, thanks.
that's all she said. After that, we just stood around in awkward silence. Suddenly, I heard her mutter something.
This is it. Going to end it today. Going to end
As
everything.
soon as I heard that, I just knew. I knew she was gonna try and kill me. She was gonna kill me and make her escape. So of course I freaked out, and then... I saw my only chance. I grabbed the Monokuma bottle from the shelf and smashed it across her head.
I don't know why, but it's kind of a funny image. I don't know why. Realm the. Yeah, it's okay. We all have spelling mistakes.
I hit her from behind before she had any idea what was happening. Then she just went limp. I didn't see her move again after that. Once it was over, I pulled myself together. I realized if I didn't do something, I'd be caught and executed.
I hit there from behind.
So I wrote Toko's name in blood across a magazine on the table and I ran away.
I can't believe you! You're the worst! I hope you die!
Well, that's what happened. Go ahead. Roast me, boil me, do whatever you want.
You're not gonna get off that easy.
Oh, this is a quick fucking class trial.
Death. Death for the one that killed Sakura. We're ready to vote now, right? We know who did it.
No, I think there's more to Hiro's story.
What are you talking about? What else could there be?
There's one thing that Hiro's story just now doesn't explain. And until we figure that part out, we can't consider the case closed.
Would it be the powder? Yeah, would that here doesn't make sense. What would it have to run a message? What would he have done after writing? What would he have done to you after that? Another magazine team?
I got it!
Okay.
That's true. Everything you just said. It doesn't explain why the magazine was hidden, does it?
Huh?
By the time the body was discovered, the magazine had been picked up and put on the shelf. Why would you take the time to write that message, then stick it somewhere we might not find it?
Oh. Well, I didn't hide it. I'm sure I just left it sitting there on the table.
Really?
He's lying! He's gotta be lying!
I don't see any reason he would lie now, after already confessing to the crime.
Then, he's not lying?
Assuming he's telling the truth, someone else must have put the magazine back on the shelf. In other words, at least one other person was in the rec room both before and after the incident.
I don't think there's any question about that.
Then, who was it?
If they went to the trouble of hiding the magazine, they must not have liked what was written on it.
Toko.
I got it! It had to be Toko, right? Who else would want to hide the magazine other than the person whose name was written on it?
Was he right, Toko? Did you really go to the rec room?
Will, have you ever seen an anime called Ethiopia? It's a lot like this 10 out of 10. Would recommend. Isn't that like the one with the chick from Spider-Man in it?
Why would I have... Wait, but more important, that doesn't even matter. We already know who did it, right? Hiro just admitted it.
That's right. I killed her.
No, you didn't.
Who asked you?
You
I
asked.
don't doubt Hiro attacked Sakura with the bottle. But that's not where this case ends.
What do you mean?
What he means is that Hiro isn't the killer.
You can't be serious. That's just... I don't believe it.
Hiro, tell us what happened one more time. If we go through it once more, it should become clear he's not Sakura's killer.
So, what do you want me to do?
Maybe Bitch Boy has got some secret crush on Taco and didn't like Taco having a name on it. Ooh.
Just tell us what
Now
happened
that'll be a plot
one
twist.
more time when you attacked Sakura.
I don't really see why, but okay.
We haven't reached the end of the case just yet. Hiro isn't the real killer, and I have to prove it. Who wants to be a millionaire? Oh fuck, here we go.
I didn't want to, but I did it. I grabbed a Monokuma bottle from the shelf nearby, and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. And you only hit her once, is that right?
Yeah, just once.
Fuck you,
After
white
the
noise!
first swing, the bottle shattered. And she went limp.
See? Isn't it obvious? Hero really is the killer!
Alright, killer, calm down.
I didn't want to, but I grabbed him on a coop and I hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. You only hit her.
Yeah, just once.
It's not yet? Is that the thing?
Shoot! I didn't.
Oh, hang on, I think I had the one on crypt. I wanted that one.
I
This
grabbed
one.
a Monokuma bottle from the shelf
Well, I
nearby
had that one
and I
equipped.
hit Ogre from behind before she could do anything.
You hit her from behind. You only hit her.
Yeah, just once.
That's the one I wanted.
No, that's wrong.
I had the right thing, but I didn't have it equipped.
If
I knew the
Sakura
right
died
thing,
from
but I didn't have it
Hiro's
equipped.
single
That's what I'm
blow,
saying.
that doesn't explain why she had 2 head wounds.
Huh? 2?
That's right. She had 2 separate wounds on her head.
And remember, this girl examines dead bodies as a hobby. Personally, I'm inclined to believe her.
But I only hit her once. How could she have 2 wounds?
2 wounds means she was struck twice. What's more, both attacks must have come from a Monokuma bottle.
Hold on. How can you know that just from some cuts on her head? She was attacked twice with 2 Monokuma bottles?
It's not just because of her head wounds. It's also because of the Monokuma bottles themselves. There's something very suspicious about
Oh, there's
those
2
bottles.
missing! Why didn't I see that
Once you
before?
understand
Oh my
that
god.
point, you'll understand why 2 separate Monokuma bottles must have been used. Think back. After the incident, there were 4 Monokuma bottles left on the shelf,
I didn't
right?
see it the first time, wow.
And we found pieces of a bottle on the ground, along with the chess piece it had inside.
That was the bottle Hiro hit Sakura with, right?
For now, just note that there were 4 intact bottles and 1 broken bottle. But originally, there were 6 bottles in total, meaning 1 has gone missing.
But how can you know for sure there were 6 bottles?
That's easy. If you look at what the bottles all had in common, it should become clear.
No, just one's missing. You're not just seeing the pattern, it was just smashed. Ah, okay. Next one must be object and Monokuma. Oh no, I have to type it out. Ah. Chest piece. P-H-I-S-T? No. Okay. S E S. Ah, okay. I'm just dumb. Tea, please. I'd like a tea, please. Oh, chest was 2 S's. Wow. God, I had a stroke there. E-I. Not E-C-E, is it? What I missed. Oh, it is. Really? Piece has 2 E's? I thought it was 1.
Now I understand.
Wow. I really am that dumb.
That's it.
Yeah, I was
Chess pieces.
filling the wrong chest. That's why. I forgot chests with 2 S's.
Inside each bottle, there was a Monokuma figure holding a different chess piece.
King, rook, bishop, pawn. I definitely remember seeing each of those.
And the piece that was inside the broken bottle we found was the knight, if I remember.
So, what's that matter?
I guess you don't know too much about chess, do you? Then let me explain. In chess, there are 6 different pieces. The king, the queen, the rook, knight, bishop, and pawn. What was left intact at the crime scene were the king, rook, bishop, and pawn.
So-
Just those 4.
The queen and the knight. Okay.
And on the ground was the knight.
Oh, so the queen is missing.
So we only have evidence for 5 bottles at the scene, while one apparently went missing.
What does chess have to do with anything?
Alright, Flatty, calm down.
Yeah, shogi is way better.
No one asked.
Yeah. Wait, no, that's not what I mean.
Boy, we learned how to play chess with Koyo.
So, let's
If
say
only.
the bottle did go missing. There's still no evidence that has anything to do with this case. That bottle could have disappeared any time before the murder.
No. It's clear that the missing bottle is connected to this case.
How is it clear?
Think about what state the missing bottle must have been in. Maybe then you'll understand.
Wait, when the bottle that went missing, the bottle, it was. I got 2 life. I got 2 hearts left. Completely intact. That was broken. Should have gone with my should have gone with my gut with that one.
I got it! The bottle must have been broken,
What makes you so sure?
because there was evidence at the scene that supports it.
Huh?
That's right. We found evidence that shows there was more than just one broken bottle at the scene.
And what is this evidence?
Oh yeah, the fucking proves it. Koyo and I figured it out. Was the weighing thing.
I got it! Earlier,
Gotta
Kyoko and I
always
did
go
a
with
little
that gut
experiment.
feeling. I know, I have to. But I always second guess sometimes. I don't know why.
We compared the weight of the broken bottle pieces at the scene to one of the unbroken bottles. And what we found was that the collection of pieces was heavier. And the reason for that is there was actually more than one bottle's worth of shattered glass.
So from this, we can surmise that 2 bottles were actually broken at the scene of the crime. But someone did their best to clean up the pieces of one of the bottles, along with the figure inside. But when they did, they must have left behind a few too many pieces, which is only natural. They certainly had no way to measure the exact right number of pieces to remove.
But why would they have to try and get rid of it like that anyway?
Because of what it would reveal about the case.
There's no doubt about it. There can be no doubt that the second one missing one in the case must have been used by second attacker.
I got it! The bottle that was removed from the scene was used the second time Sakura was attacked.
The second wound on Sakura's head came from that second bottle. Given all the evidence, this is the only possible conclusion.
The killer wanted to make it look like there was only one attack, so they had to get rid of their evidence.
From there, we can conclude that it wasn't Hiro who delivered that second blow. Wouldn't you agree, Toko?
Yeah, you dumb bitch.
And there's the matter of the magazine. You must have been in the rec room when the incident took place.
Wait! I admit, maybe there was a second attack, but there's no evidence I had anything to do with it.
No way! You killed her! I'm sure of it!
Oh my god, dude.
Shut up! Until 2 seconds ago, you were claiming you killed her!
I'm not afraid to admit when I'm wrong. That's just the kind of guy I am.
No, I hate this dude.
Plus, I just remembered something that proves it.
Oh, now what?
Okay, fine. Let's hear it.
It was right after I got Ogre's note. I was kind of nervous about it, so I went to the rec room early. You know, to stake it out or whatever. So I was waiting there, and that's when I saw her. I saw Toko go into the rec room.
You did?
Pretty soon, Ogre showed up, and she went into the rec room. I assumed Toko was still in there, so I figured everything would be okay. That's why I headed in. But when I got inside, Ogre was all alone. Toko had disappeared.
Oh, would it be
And
the
you
locker?
just now decided to share that with us?
Yeah, I agree with you, bitch boy. The one time I'm gonna agree with you.
After the shock of thinking I'd killed someone, I forgot all about it.
Could someone tighten the screws on his brain? I think they've come loose.
So, Toko, where the heck did you disappear to?
You don't know what you're talking about. I never went in the rec room.
I'm sure she didn't disappear, but maybe she found somewhere to hide.
What?
The locker.
Hiding in the rec room? Don't be ridiculous. Whoa, why are you all ganging up on me? You're all nothing but vermin.
I just noticed the background in the room has changed to some Egyptian writing. When did that happen? How do you prove that Shosaka was hiding in the rec room? And I have it. Left a note for anyone to find. A new element has been added to the bullet time. Oh, there's a new bullet time thing? Absolutely. So far, you've probably been pressing left mouse button during your final stake without a second thought. But from now on, you're going to have to pay a little extra attention to your finishing blow. Now you have to choose the proper truth bullet to use during your Coup de Grace. You select it the same way during the non-stop debate. Simply press Q key or the mouse wheel. Or select the debates. If your logic difficulty is set to kind, you'll have fewer bullets to choose from. But for educational purposes, we're going to pretend you set to mean regardless. So just this once, okay? But, oh, by the way, you're about to halfway through the game now. Go you. Oh, then good luck and have fun. Halfway through the game? Wow. Oh, I gotta do another one of this? Shit.
It's a lie. I admit nothing. I hate you. I curse you. No! That's enough!
Oh, that's right, I gotta...
Nothing. I curse you. I curse you. It's a lie! That's enough! That's enough!
This should prove it.
Oh, that's it? That's all they added? Okay. I don't know why, but I thought it'd be a bit more.
Did you know someone left a handprint behind on the inside of the locker? They must have been hiding in there and put their hand on the wall without thinking. Does this handprint look familiar, Toko?
No, it doesn't.
Okay then, let's just compare it to your hand, shall we? That'll clear everything up.
Yeah!
Stop wasting my time. Just tell us the truth.
Okay, it's my handprint.
Oh my god! Oh. That's sorry, I just found that extremely funny. I forgot she's a fucking simp for this guy. That's caught me off guard. I forgot the background changes.
Dang, she just straight up admitted it.
She did.
Then you killed Sakura!
No, I swear, there's no way!
Out with it.
I probably did kill her.
Okay. Okay. I was not expecting that. It just threw me off completely.
Straight up again.
Wait, what do you mean probably?
Of course she admits when bitch by us, yeah I know.
Give us the details, Toko. What happened between you and Sakura?
Talk. Now.
After I read Sakura's note, I decided to go there early, so I went into the rec room. I didn't know what she might do if I didn't go, but I was too scared to face her head on, so I figured I'd just sneak in first and hide in the locker.
Then, did you see what happened? Did you see me hit her?
Yes, and I saw you write my name. I saw you forge her dying message.
Well, that's awkward.
You think?
So after he left, I jumped out of the locker and put the magazine back on the shelf.
But when you did, you put it back upside down.
I didn't mean to. I was in a hurry.
Imbeciles, all of you.
Forget all that. Why did you attack Sakura?
After I put the magazine back, I heard a sound behind me like a monster growling. And when I turned around, there was Sakura, covered in blood and staring right at me.
Has a menacing face, I'm not gonna lie.
When I saw all that blood, I fainted. Right there in front of the magazines. I don't remember what happened after that. If you want to know more, you'll have to ask her.
Ah, you mean... Oh god.
Guess who's back?
Oh god.
It was your fault after all.
My fault, Master's fault. When our faults combine, they soar to even greater heights.
Just answer the question. Did you kill Sakura?
Well, to be honest, Miss Morose and me don't actually share our memories, so I can't really say what was going on. But I was just minding my own business, sleeping peacefully when someone shook me awake. Was it a prince paying me a visit? I wondered. So I opened my eyes to see... splatter everywhere! I was not prepared for that. And, well, I guess it took me by surprise. I got so startled, I smacked her with the first thing I could find, which I guess was a bottle. Sakura was just worried about you, and you're terrible! No, she's terrible! Thanks to her, I murdered someone who wasn't an adorable boy for the first time ever!
And when it was all over, you collected the pieces of the bottle to get rid of the evidence, didn't you?
I wasn't about to die for some woman! If I'm gonna go down, I want it to be for killing Master!
Just go away and die your meaningless death alone. Don't drag me into it.
Alright, he's getting some points.
But I just can't catch a break, you know? Fate's got it out for me. Cause normally, Sakura should have been able to dodge my attack no problem.
Even as strong as she is, she must have still been reeling from Hiro's attack.
Hey, come on. That's... you know. But anyway, I'm not the one that killed Ogre. So that's good.
That's good. They're talking like that, and Hina's gonna...
Well then, that's that. Let's start the vote.
I thought she was have some words for Hiro on that.
What's wrong? Come on, everyone, we're ready to vote, right? Let's do this.
No, not quite yet.
Huh? Not yet? Why not yet?
Don't you think there was something odd about Toko's story? I mean, you had to have noticed.
Odd. Huh?
Hiro's attack, and then Toko's, but that still wasn't the end of it.
It wasn't?
Tell us your story one more time. Tell us what happened after you fainted. Then even this gaggle of idiots should understand what I'm talking about.
Your wish is my command, darling.
Oh god, stop! It's not over yet, is it? The one who killed her is... Okay. So it's a yellow powder, okay.
I was just sleeping peacefully.
That's
And
the
all of a
yellow
sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with the Monokuma bottle?
You got it! I smashed her good!
And where did the attack take place?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
Okay. Okay, I know what it is now. The second, yeah.
I was just sleeping peacefully. And all of a sudden, Sakura was right there in front of me. I remember waking up right in front of the magazine shelf.
And you were taken by surprise when you saw Ogre covered in blood. So you smashed her head in with...
You got it!
And where did the attack?
Right where I woke up. I killed her there in front of the shelf.
That one's
No,
easy.
that's wrong.
Shouldn't have said that, because the next one's gonna fuck me over.
We found Sakura sitting upright in a chair.
Yes.
If the blow by the shelf was the cause of death, there's no explanation why she was in that chair.
So, you finally noticed.
That's just another lie from a bloodthirsty serial killer.
Is it?
Are you sure you didn't attack her while she was sitting in the chair?
No, I'm sure she's telling the truth. Anyone who saw the murder scene should think the same way.
There has to be. The evidence that provides there was an attack in front of the magazine.
I got it! Sakura was definitely attacked in front of the shelf.
Yes.
The blood stained by the magazines is proof of that.
Then she must have moved the body after she killed her, right? All to make it look like I did it. Because when I hit her, she was sitting in the chair.
Hey, come on now, look at me. I can't carry anything heavier than my own scissors.
True.
There's no way I could move a muscle-bound heavyweight like that.
Then what's the deal?
Well, are you still convinced the case has come to an end?
But...
Plus, the biggest mystery of all, the locked room, still has yet to be explained. Until we take care of that, we can't say this case has been properly settled.
Oh, that part's easy. After she killed Sakura, Toko just hid in the locker again.
Huh. So she just hid in there till everyone showed up and opened the door? And while everything was all confused and hectic, she just snuck out of the locker into the group.
No, I think Chloe said that was impossible.
No, I don't think that's possible.
The reason there's no way to take it home is because I saw it for myself.
I got it! Even before we opened the door to the rec room, Hina and I both got a look inside.
The locker was open.
And at that point, the locker was already open. So obviously Toko couldn't have been hiding in there.
Okay then, where was she hiding?
I don't know. What's this whole locked room thing about anyway?
How do you not know? You killed her!
I think the fact that I don't know proves I didn't kill her. Thank you very much. You're lying.
No, she's not. I've been saying all along, there's still more to this case.
I'm so
But if
confused on what's
Genocide
happening.
Jill didn't do it, that means Ogre didn't die from the shot to the head.
Shit.
And
Well, I can't imagine what else could have killed her.
that's because you're overlooking vital information.
Would you be missing something so important? It's another... The yellow powder. Did someone poison her? It was the yellow powder.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
I missed
So
it.
you're dead set on blaming
Oh.
me, huh?
I was too slow again.
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Jill, then what was it?
There's no other what killed Sakura. I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head.
Maybe not. I wonder what happens to Toko whenever Genocide Jack/Jill is taken over. Is she sleeping? Does she even fall? Anything? Well, she just said they don't share memories, and it's like a sleep kind of state thing they're in.
Shoot!
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then what was it?
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura? I can't think of anything other than the shot to her head. So you're dead set on blaming me, huh?
What was it that killed Ogre? If it wasn't from Genocide Jill's attack, then
I
what
don't know
was
why I
it?
pressed mouse 1.
There's no other possible cause. What killed Sakura?
What's the Monokuma file? Monokuma file. Victim was the time of death was estimated around time of the body. There's evidence of a strong blow to the victim's head. No other injuries were noted. However, it seems that at some point the victim suffered from a violent vomiting of blood. Maybe that one?
I can't think of anything other than the shot.
Well,
No,
I
it's
overthought about it again. Wow.
According to the Monokuma file, Sakura had vomited blood. I think we can assume there's a chance this was related to her cause of death. In fact, there was even a trace of blood left around her mouth.
Well, I mean, maybe when she got hit with the bottles, she cut the inside of her mouth.
If that's all it was, the file wouldn't have specified vomited blood.
How does getting hit with a head... What? Okay, I understand why she's...
Not to mention, I didn't find any cuts inside her mouth.
You even checked in there? God, you really are into dead bodies!
No, I'm not into dead bodies. What I'm into is solving mysteries.
But if there wasn't a cut or anything, then what made her vomit blood?
Some sort of reaction within her body. Most likely,
Yellow powder.
Sakura was poisoned.
Yeah.
Poisoned?
That's right. This is the conclusion I've arrived at, and so there can be no mistake.
You're making me go all weak in the knees!
Shut up, please.
She was poisoned? It isn't possible!
Is it really so hard to believe? Then let me explain exactly how the culprit was able to poison her.
You can explain it?
Of course, if you don't mind.
Everyone quiet! Shut up and listen to Master!
Okay.
But you're the only one talking.
The key to unlocking this mystery was hiding in the chem lab up on the 4th floor.
Huh? Not in the rec room? And I could have found it all along.
You never would have, since you gave up on the search the moment you were barred from the crime scene.
Well, yeah, good point.
There's a big shelving unit in the chem lab that houses a variety of mixtures and chemicals. And that's where I found this.
MC9.
Is that the poison?
It's not an especially powerful poison, but it'll still kill you if you drink an entire bottle. But the specific properties don't matter. What does matter is where I found it.
Where'd you find it?
The shelf is divided up into 3 sections, A, B, and C. In Section A, dietary supplements. In B, reagents. And in C, a variety of lethal chemicals.
And that's where the poison came from? Section C?
Well, that's the question, isn't it?
Bottle poison, Bitch Boy just showed us. I'm sure I know where you got it. It was on the same shelf as all the supplements. I'm positive. Section. Wait. See.
Shoot!
Yeah, I gotta read that again. I didn't read it the first time. Sorry. I've actually been in the. Yeah, I've been. Okay, the bottle poison just showed us. I think I know where you got it. In the same shelf as all the supplements. Hey.
I got it!
Okay, I didn't read that properly. That's my bad.
Poison was actually in
The L on
Section
that.
A, wasn't it?
I'm taking the L on that one, boys.
Huh? But you just said that Section A was for supplements or whatever.
Strange, isn't it? Why would there be a bottle of poison mixed in with all those nutritional additives?
Yeah, so? Why?
Because the culprits switched it out. That's why.
What do you mean?
I mean, this.
Can't believe my eyes. Put the bottle of poison to his lips and.
Master!
Oh, he's gonna kill himself? Let's fucking go! We were so shocked that we were seeing, all we could do was just stand there and watch. But as soon as as if there was the most natural thing in the world, Becca was calm as ever.
Ugh, that tastes awful.
Oh no! Master's in real trouble! You have to drink some water! You can't just swallow powder!
It wasn't poison he
It'll
drank, was it?
Idiot! He just swallowed poison! We need to make him spit it out!
Hello, hello.
The flavor certainly makes me want to spit it out. What's so high quality?
He drank the
about this
protein. I'm so sad. I'm so sad. Who died? The martial artist has passed away.
Huh? What are you talking about?
stuff? I'm talking about the protein, of course.
Why the fuck you drink protein?
Protein?
Can I see that bottle for a second?
Sure. Do whatever you like.
Yes, it's okay. So I took the bottle from Bitch Boy and scraped out a bit of the contents with one finger. He touched her finger to her tongue.
It's protein powder.
Correct. That wasn't poison in the bottle, but harmless protein powder. Which makes one wonder, the poison that should have been in that bottle, where did it go?
The bottle of poison was actually filled with protein powder. Which would have mean the controversy, the poison must have been, could it be... Bitch Boy, can't he die or something? I want him to die. Oh no, I gotta spell poison drink? Fuck. Oh, no, protein drink? Okay, it's protein drink. Where's A? Is there an A? Pro. Okay. I don't know how to spell, and I'm dumb as fuck, so I'm just gonna try and... Okay. That's how you spell it. I N B I need another N. Don't judge me, I'm dumb. Okay? Dumb. Yeah, thank you.
Now I understand.
Thank you for your help.
The poison must have been poured into the protein can. If the protein's in the poison bottle, it seems only logical to assume the reverse is true, right?
Absolutely. The contents of each container were switched. So the protein was in the bottle of poison, and the poison was in the protein can. Once you accept that, it becomes obvious how the culprit was able to get Sakura to drink the poison.
Holy crap!
All they had to do was hand her something there at the scene, and she was happy to drink the poison herself.
Something at the scene. Coffee, water, a protein drink.
I got it! You're saying they gave her a protein drink, right?
A protein drink which actually contained a deadly poison.
What?
That's all it took to kill Sakura. That is the true cause of death.
You know, I do remember Ogre saying that protein stuff was good for all kinds of aches and pains. So maybe she took it to try and help with the whole bleeding head wound thing.
But what was offered to her instead was a bottle full of poison. And I already know exactly who swapped the mixtures.
For real? Who was it?
Evidence revealing who replaced the two materials was left in the chem lab for anyone to see.
The footprints.
I got it! The footprints left behind in front of the shelf. That's the evidence you're talking about, isn't it?
I visited the chem lab this morning, and there were definitely no footprints there at that point.
But why were you there this morning?
They must have appeared around the time of the murder, which leaves no doubt that they're connected.
I'm quite good at spelling, so if you need more help, then I can just use the brain whenever it comes in. I love something spelling. Alright, sweet, thank you. I might. If there's any other more spelling, I will call upon you from that. Spelling is not my forte. Or reading. Or speaking. Or anything. So sad.
What's more, the footprints were in front of Section A, where I found the bottle meant for the poison. The culprit must have gone to Section A to swap the poison and protein, leaving their footprints behind. And given how clear the prints were, figuring out who they belong to will pose no problem. All we have to do is check everyone's footprints right now. Then we'll see who...
It was me.
Hina, what?
The footprints. They're mine.
Hina?
Yeah, that's a plot twist and a half. What?
If you're all gonna find out anyway, I'd rather you hear it straight from me, you know?
Then Ogre's killer was...
Imagine killing your best friend.
I did it. I killed Sakura.
But why?
Just as I suspected. The footprints were made by a pair of sneakers. There was no mistaking it. And the only people here who wear sneakers are...
Sneakers, huh? The only people wearing sneakers here are...
I got it!
Okay. I didn't know we wore sneakers.
Me and Hina are the only ones. Oh, so Byakuya. That explains why you...
My main man wore sneakers. These footprints must be... Makoto, are they yours? No. Okay, then let me see your shoes and I'll confirm the size for myself.
If the footprints didn't belong to Makoto, that left only one other possibility.
Does that mean Hina has big feet? Jesus.
Just Hina.
Plus, Hina's been acting strange ever since the trial began. You were in an awful rush to get to the vote, weren't you? This whole time, you've been focused on pinning the crime on someone else, haven't you?
I can't believe it.
What about it can't you believe?
Well, it's just... the two of them were so close.
That's likely exactly why it turned out this way. Because they were so close, Sakura didn't think twice about it when Hina handed her the concoction. Hina used that trust to kill her.
Yeah, you had bigger feet than the footsteps? Oh, what did I? I might have... Well, I must be remembering that really wrong then. I remember there was this big feet. I didn't know who had it.
She deceived the victim, and she tried to deceive all of
Or
us.
footprints, rather, yeah.
I have to say, Hina, coming from you, This was a particularly nasty little scheme.
Hina, is it true? Did you really kill Sakura? And if you did, why? Why would you do that?
I found her. There in the rec room. She was hurt. She asked me to bring her that protein drink. But when I went to get the powder from the chem lab, it just occurred to me all of a sudden.
Now's my chance to kill her. That's what you thought, right? That's when you switched out the protein powder, and that's when you gave her the poisoned mixture.
And then she downed it all at once. And then
Hold it.
Oh, what now?
I'm not convinced.
You're not about to claim she wouldn't kill a close friend, are you? You still don't get it, do you? The game we're playing here isn't so kind. Honeyed words like friendship don't matter here.
Honey words.
What matters is outwitting the opponent, defeating them.
I don't know why that made me laugh for some reason.
Not a person alive would sacrifice themselves for another. In the end, we're all in it for ourselves.
Something is off if Hina killed her. How the fuck is it locked from the inside? Yeah, that's what I'm confused about. Why was it locked from the inside?
Just like how this girl sacrificed Sakura to save herself.
You say that, but I'm still not convinced.
How many times do you plan to repeat yourself?
Don't misunderstand me. I'm not saying it because of some misguided sentimentalism. But there's still that one unsolved mystery, and I'm not convinced.
Are you talking about the locked room problem?
You really have to think that Hina has big foots.
Hina, if you really are the killer, explain it. How did you create that locked room?
I can't remember who has the big feet. I don't know if it was us or the footprint itself that was bigger than our foot.
well, that doesn't matter. Just because I'm guilty, that means I have to tell you everything?
No, it doesn't. But the fact that you won't tell us concerns me.
Surely you're not... Do you honestly think Hina didn't actually kill her?
And if I do?
Impossible. She switched out the mixtures. She's the culprit. There's no way you can doubt this.
Alright, calm down, big boy.
Are you sure about that? Even ignoring the fact that I don't want to believe it, it just doesn't fit.
When you need to choose who wears sneakers, why was Leon in the choices? I don't know, maybe Leon was also wearing sneakers for that brief time we saw him?
What doesn't fit?
I mean, why would someone leave such a clear clue like a footprint? It's too obvious, too easy.
He's right. It makes it look like you wanted people to suspect you.
I was just nervous. So, I didn't notice I'd left a footprint.
You didn't notice?
Also, I'm going to say this. In the later games, when some of the people who died, the picture frames will have their own unique crosses. Oh.
Yeah, that's just how it was.
That's interesting.
What can
Nice
I do?
little details like that I do like in games.
Listen, Hina. Could you go into a bit more detail? Tell us more about when you switched the poison and the protein.
How come? That doesn't matter.
Hina, please, I'd like to know too.
Fine.
Waste your time if you like. It's clear that Hina is the culprit.
Alright. Bitch boy, calm
There's
down.
nobody else to suspect. Nobody else could have possibly done it.
Go ahead, Hina. Start from the moment you arrived at the chem lab.
Well, right away I went to Section C and got the poison.
And is that when you spilled the powder in front of that part of the shelf?
Yeah. When I opened the bottle, I dropped it like an idiot.
I don't think you dropped
I
it.
see. Okay then, go on.
So then I moved to Section A and got the protein powder, and that's where I switched them. Once I was done with that, I took the protein can that had the poison in it and left the room. But I accidentally put the bottle filled with
Damn,
protein
bitch boy,
powder
die,
back
please.
on the wrong shelf.
Yeah, that poison's taking an awful long time to kill him.
And because of that, everything I did got found out. And that's it.
I don't believe you.
That story you just told. First you went to Section C to get the poison. then moved to Section A to get the protein, right?
You hear it how fake it. Yeah, I know. It was a really fake story. Not how they die, it's just been different, whether it's something that related to their talent or it's just something random. Ah, okay.
Meaning you went from Section C to Section A. Do I have that correct?
Yeah.
But if that's true, isn't that a little strange?
Can you repeat that series of events one more time?
What's wrong with you, Big Mac? You're being awfully pushy.
Alright, bitch, calm down.
It's the same thing no matter how many times you hear it. How long until you're satisfied?
I think everyone needs to calm down, alright? How long? Do we figure it out? Try and uncover the truth with this case. Alright. So she went to C to A, no, A to C first?
First, I went to Section C. That's when I grabbed the poison.
Yes.
And you spilled some of the powder on the ground in front of the shelf.
Yeah. When I grabbed the bottle, I dropped it.
She dropped.
Okay, and then?
I moved from Section C to Section A.
It'll be the... Yeah, the footprints.
No, that's wrong. You said you went to get the poison from Section C, and that's where you spilled the powder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah? What about it?
And after that, you said you moved from Section C to Section A to get the protein. But the footprints left at the scene were not moving from Section C to Section A.
Yeah, a nickname for Makoto, Big Mac. Wait, that'd be a... Fatness nick... Patty's nickname.
That contradicts what you just said.
Wasn't Hifumi called Humi or something? Home something? Or something?
Then maybe she moved in some weird direction on purpose
Was it
to
Polly?
disguise her movements?
No, that can't be it. Remember what Hina just said?
I was just nervous, so I didn't notice I left a footprint.
What the? Hina, what's the meaning of this?
Alright, that voice line was a bit...
You lied to us. Plain and simple. If you look at the footprints, your movements in the chem lab are obvious. The powder had already been spilled when you came in, and you went straight to Section A. So you never went to Section C. Whatever you did there, it only involved Section A.
Well, you see...
Hina, what did you do?
What the hell? What's going on here?
Oh no, he doesn't know either. Oh, if he doesn't know, then I won't know. Ah, shit.
And the footprints aren't the only problem with her account.
What?
Before I explain that part, I'd like to submit some new evidence.
New evidence? Why doesn't everyone just put the evidence up at the board at the same time instead of like later?
New evidence? Impossible, there can't be.
Oh god.
Are you sure? After all, you're the one that gave it to me.
I did?
He did?
It was hidden inside the bottle of poison you gave me. I'm amazed you, of all people, would miss such a vital clue. A truly grave oversight.
Oh no, he's not gonna like this. Oh no, he's gonna be mad.
Just say it already! What is it you think you found?
Oh my god, he's
I
mad.
found this.
A piece of
It
glass?
had sunk to the bottom of the bottle. And the hidden clue was exposed, thanks to you ingesting the powder.
So you're telling me Bitch Boy could have drinking some glass, right, and cut his own neck? We were this close. We were this close and it was taken from us. I'm mad.
I couldn't have solved the mystery without you. So, thank you for that.
But, what is it?
Oh, you still don't realize? Well then. Makoto, why don't you explain it?
Huh? Me?
Fine. If you really do know, explain the meaning of that shard of glass.
He almost drank the glass and he nearly did. The shard of light blue glass Koya found in the bottle of poison. I think I broke the same thing. Yeah, it was the rec room window.
I got it! It's part of the window from the rec room door, right?
The window?
But how did that...
The window we broke to get in was light blue, just like that. So I think that must be it.
How did it get in the fucking bottle? I'm so confused, dude.
You're right. It must be. Of course, that leads to another question.
We need to know how it's locked and how the glass piece got in there. Dude,
How
what?
did a shard of glass from the window get inside this bottle of poison?
What's so strange about that?
A lot of things.
What's strange is that, according to what Hina told us,
Where was the bottle of poison should have been when I broke into the rec room window? According to Hina told us, Section C of the shelf. Section A of the shelf.
I got it! The bottle of poison was left on the shelf in the chem lab. That is what you said, right, Hina?
Oh, Hina.
And yet, somehow a piece of glass from the rec room window made its way into the bottle.
Everything Hina told us was a lie?
Oh, well, I figured that part out.
In reality, that bottle of poison most definitely found its way to the rec room. It was there at least until the window got broken. In other words, when the locked room was unlocked. There's no other way to explain the presence of that glass in that bottle.
But how did it get in the bottle?
And then, once the room was opened, the bottle somehow got moved back to the shelf in the chem lab. Meanwhile, the protein can we found at the crime scene was planted there. That had to be after the locked room was opened. In other words, after Sakura died.
Wait, Hina lied to us again? Yes.
Wait, hold on. You're moving too fast.
Yeah, I'm agreeing with Bitch Boy for once. Again. Once again? Yeah, whatever. I don't care. So, I don't know how a tiny piece of glass got in that tiny ass bottle.
I'll grant you, the bottle of poison may well have been in the rec room when it was locked.
And what are the chances of him getting that bottle, like that one bottle that had that piece of glass in it? Like, if he didn't get that, we wouldn't be having this conversation right now. What?
But how can you say the protein can was put there after the room was unlocked? We already know she was given the protein can with a poison inside, right? If that can wasn't there when she died, how did she get poisoned?
You're right. We do need to explain that. But before we do, there's something I'd like to confirm with everyone here.
Huh?
It has to do with the protein can.
Yes.
After Sakura's body was discovered, did anyone move it or trip over it or anything like that?
What are you talking about? Is this some kind of loaded question?
Not at all. Just answer to the best of your ability.
Yeah, somewhat. No one tripped over anything.
Well, no, not that I remember.
Yeah, me either.
Not me.
Same here. Yeah, me either.
Okay then, that settles it. That proves that the protein can found its way to the murder scene after the room was opened.
Oh, come on! How can you say that? How can you know what I don't know?
Oh, he is fuming. The reason she can say it is because there's evidence. The proof that someone brought the protein can in the rec room was open because protein was on top of the glass.
When it comes to that protein can, there's not a doubt in my mind. Until the locked room was unlocked, it absolutely was not in there.
So you're saying someone planted it there after we got the door open?
Yes.
No, that's impossible.
He's fuming.
It had to have been in there the whole time. It had to be.
It was in there before.
No, that's wrong. You remember how there was broken glass scattered all around the room, right?
Of course. It came from the window you broke to get in. What about it?
Well, those pieces weren't just scattered around the protein can.
Oh, Bitch Boy getting angry that he doesn't know what Kaya doesn't know. Doesn't know, sorry. Yeah, I know, he's fuming, he's mad
He
fuming.
also found pieces underneath the can.
What?
That's a funny still image.
And this proves it. It shows that the can must have been put down on the floor after the window was broken. So it had to be after we got into the room.
I see. So that's your explanation. Kyoko, earlier when you asked if anyone had moved the can or tripped over it...
If that were the case, that would explain the can being on top of the glass.
So you asked everyone about it to eliminate that possibility right out of the gate.
And that's made everything clear, hasn't it?
Kind of? I'm still confused.
As long as it was a locked room, it only contained the bottle of poison, and not the protein can. But once the room was opened up, they were switched, and as a result, the protein can wound up in the rec room, and the bottle of poison returned to the chem lab.
Hina.
If that's all true, then why did Sakura drink the poison? I thought we all agreed she was tricked into drinking it because of the protein can.
No, that's not why. The only explanation is she drank it from its original bottle, knowing exactly what it was.
Wait. Hang on. Are you saying that she did it on purpose? Like, as in, like, suicide?
Precisely. She was alone in a locked room. All she had was the poison. What other
Oh my
possibility is there?
God, I didn't think of that option.
You're saying she drank it knowing what it was? Such a ridiculous fiction is...
Exactly what happened.
Now explain why the door was locked.
Then tell us already. Sorry. Please, tell us.
Oh, he's fuming.
Before we get to that, we need to clarify one other thing.
Oh, what other
We
thing?
need to establish who exactly got the poison from the chem lab and took it to the rec room.
It was Hina, right? She took it and gave it to Ogre.
What do you think, Makoto?
I got poison in the chem lab and brought it to the rec room. It had to be... I want to say Hina. Okay, I was wrong.
Shoot!
I was wrong. It wasn't Hina, sorry. And it wouldn't be Hiro.
I got it!
Oh yeah, because she has the
I
yellow
think
stuff on her shoe.
Sakura herself.
Huh? So Sakura, who was apparently murdered, just poisoned herself?
Yes.
What are you talking about? There's no way!
On the contrary, we know for a fact she went to the chem lab, right to the section full of poisons.
You're lying! Stop lying! Why? Why would you lie like that?
Hina, calm down. Don't lie. Sakura definitely went to section C. Kai already showed me the evidence I needed. Now I have a hint Hina with... Now I have to hit Hina with it. Now I have to make her accept it. Okay. Oh fuck, another... This is 3 this game. This is child, sorry.
You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong!
I didn't press
telling
tab.
You,
I did.
I did it! Stop talking! You're a liar! Wrong! You're wrong! I hate you! You're a liar! What are you saying? Wrong! You're wrong! I'm telling you, I did it!
I get to 100.
Stop talking! You're a liar!
I need to 100.
Do you have any kind of proof?
This should prove it.
Morgana can calm the heck down, exactly.
Hina,
So close to 100.
did you know that Sakura's foot had a certain yellow powder stuck to it?
It did?
It did. The same yellow powder that had been spilled by the shelf in the chem lab. That powder was yellow, wasn't it? So the powder we found on Sakura, what else could it be but the powder from the chem lab?
Wait. So, what was that powder doing on Ogre's foot?
And it was only on her instep, right?
Sakura must have been standing right there where the powder was spilled. So the person who spilled the powder by the shelf wasn't Hina, but Sakura. And when Sakura dropped the bottle, she dropped it away from where she was actually standing, which is how she was able to avoid getting it all over herself. But the powder still got scattered around, and some of it must have wound up on her instep. Is there any problem with my thinking?
But why did Sakura pay a visit to Section C in the first place? The only explanation is that she was looking for poison. After all, that's all that section contained.
No! It was me! The poison! Because I killed her!
No, you didn't kill her.
You didn't kill her. You helped her kill herself. There's only one way to explain it. Oh, I can actually... Okay, I didn't know if you go around. Alright. It was herself.
Here's my answer.
She killed herself.
The one who killed Sakura was Sakura herself.
What? The killer was Sakura?
Wait, so you're saying it was suicide?
Yes.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it any more than I believe I can fly.
Shut up.
I can't believe it either. Or rather, I don't want to believe it. But when you really think about it, everything matches up. Sakura went and got the poison. She barricaded herself in a room. And so she could end her own
I
life.
misclicked by accident.
And that explains why we couldn't solve the mystery of the locked room.
I'm gonna curse the execution time now then. Wait, hang on. So, what happens to the execution? Do we... Also, we wanted to create the locked room. Rekko could lock the room in secret when Akuma forces her. Do we actually, like, do we do, like, a Viking funeral for her or something? Or, like, I don't understand what happens with the, like... What happens to someone... the suicide in this game?
The locked room mystery was created by Sakura.
I'm sure she locked herself in so nobody could stop her from doing what she did. She sat there, drank the poison, and breathed her last breath. And the empty bottle of poison rolled around the locked room until we came and opened it. At that point, someone grabbed the bottle and snuck it out of the room. And that was you, wasn't it, Hina?
Oh, you'll see what happens. Oh, I'm scared.
You did it to throw off the investigation, didn't you? When we found her body, you stayed right there near the door.
She did too.
Because you already knew Sakura was dead. And because the bottle of poison had rolled near the doorway.
That's when you picked up the bottle, right? I was too shocked to notice anything. And Kyoko was busy checking the body.
And the more I think about it, the more I realize how unusual your actions were.
I have to go get them. I have to go get the others. On shaky legs, Hina left the rec room.
You said you were going to go get everyone else. But your real intention was to go to the chem lab and switch out the containers, wasn't it?
Ooh.
Once you were at the chem lab, you headed straight to the section where the protein powder was kept. There, you took the powder and poured it into the bottle of poison you'd grabbed from the rec room. When you left the lab, all you had was the empty protein can. Thinking about it like that, the footprints make perfect sense.
When you were done, you gathered everyone together. And once you were back in the rec room...
I got everyone. Oga. Oh, she's dead, huh? Been killed, I see.
While everyone else was focused on Sakura, you quietly placed the can on the ground. Honestly, I should have noticed. You should have been the first one to run up to Sakura's lifeless body.
True.
The Hina I know never would have left her side in a situation like that.
The Hina I knew. Alright, buddy, calm down.
So, Sakura committed suicide. In order to hide this fact, Hina undertook a series of actions to undermine the investigation. As long as you could disguise the truth, you didn't care if we blamed you for her death. That's why you didn't bother to get rid of such obvious evidence, right? The footprints in the powder and the bottle of poison? Vital pieces of evidence, and yet...
So you're saying Hina consciously deceived us to make it look like she killed Sakura?
But, so there's no blackened, right? So someone killed themselves. And if we voted off someone, would they die, or would we all still be dying?
No!
I'm confused.
I killed her! I did it!
That's enough, Hina. It's over.
It's not! Nothing's over!
It is. Actually, no. You're right. We have to end this properly.
Oh, I gotta do the closing argument. Cool. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Slid the note. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Okay. He saw it. Act 2. He got into the locker. Bit of candy. Oh, hang on. I missed one. Hit the bottle with the horse. Right on the book with that. And with a confusing class show comes a glorious victory, question mark. I hope so. He comes out, reads the thing, puts it upside down, gets up, passes it out, grabs the queen, gets over the head, cleans up the rest, he gets up. That one? Oh, hang on. That piece of candy was there. Okay, cool. I saw a piece of candy and I panicked for a second. What's it in pocket? Protein powder. Alright. Reads it. Hides in locker. I mean, you know what? Going into the locker. I'll see what happens.
Exactly what happened. This case began when Sakura asked a number of people to meet
I'll
her
put
in the
auto
rec
on for this one.
Specifically, those people were Hiro, Toko, and Byakuya. But one of them headed out a bit earlier than the others, Toko. She got there one step ahead of everyone else and looked around for a good hiding spot. And she found it. She crawled into the locker to get out of sight. Then, from inside the locker, she saw Sakura enter the room. Next to arrive was Hiro.
Wait, it doesn't show Sakura as the killer in the comic book. Imagine if it did.
When he got there, he mistakenly thought Sakura was going to try to kill him, so he panicked. Without thinking, he grabbed a nearby Monokuma bottle and attacked Sakura with it. Thinking he'd killed her, he hastily began covering up his crime. He took a magazine from the table and forged a dying message from Sakura. To that end, he wrote down a name. Toko. By writing her name, he was hoping to pin the murder on her. But of course, Toko had witnessed the whole thing. So as soon as the coast was clear, she jumped out of the locker and hid the magazine on the shelf with all the others.
Yes.
But in her rush, she made one little mistake. She put the magazine back upside down. Soon after, she watched as Sakura slowly opened her eyes. She also saw the blood dripping off Sakura's head and fainted.
Megalo faint.
This caused her personality to switch back over to Genocide Jack. When she woke back up, her second personality also saw the blood-soaked Sakura. And she freaked out. And just like Hiro, she grabbed another Monokuma bottle and attacked her. This explains why there were 2 wounds on Sakura's head. Assuming Sakura really was dead this time, she set about disposing of the evidence. She gathered up the broken Monokuma bottle shards and the queen chess piece. And that explains how Sakura was attacked twice with the same type of weapon. But even after those 2 blows, she was still alive.
And she's like a Hulk.
What
Wouldn't
was
do anything to her.
Sakura's actual cause of death? It was the poison that Sakura herself got from the chem lab. She turned the rec room into a true locked room scenario, and then drank the deadly mixture. And there, she took her final breath. Later on, the rest of us discovered that her body was in there. We had to smash the door's window to get inside. But someone already knew what had happened. Knew that she had committed suicide.
Hina?
And that same someone quietly snatched the bottle of poison from off the ground. And while nobody was looking, replaced it with an empty protein can. They did all this specifically to place all the suspicion on themselves, in an attempt to guide the trial to a false conclusion. And the one who went to all that effort
What is this pose? It's like a JoJo pose. What the fuck?
was you, Hina.
What the fuck? That's such a weird pose he's making.
That's the full truth of the case. Sakura took her own life, and you claim to be the killer to hide that fact.
That's what happened?
Oh, he's shook. Doesn't know what to do.
But, Makoto, how did you manage to...
Oh no.
How were you able to uncover the truth that even I couldn't discern?
Oh no, he's losing it. The Hina wanted to kill everyone, including herself. I think that's what the plan was.
Huh? Oh, well, I mean...
You still haven't realized? We don't all act according to calculations and cost-benefit diagrams. That's what makes us so complicated. That's what you don't understand. And that's why you couldn't solve this case.
Ooh, shots fired.
See? Didn't I tell you? When you dismiss other people's feelings, it'll always come back to bite you in the end.
True, I do remember her saying that. He's shook, he doesn't know what to do. Yes! I got a C? Fuck. Surprisingly did well. Mostly A's. Yeah, 94. That's still not enough.
Okay. I think we can all agree you made your point. Did you guys forget already? You still haven't voted yet.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Wait, I wanna know what
You
happens.
seriously forgot? I can feel my energy draining out of me.
Oh, poor Monokuma.
Well, whatever. You don't really have a choice anyway. You just gotta do it.
Great job most days, thank you, thank you.
Maybe you don't want to, but please grab your lever and cast your vote. So, who will be chosen as the blackened? Will you make the right choice or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
I'm confused. But she's dead.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. The one who killed her was herself.
My entire existence!
Okay, we're done here.
What did you say?
So that's the whole truth, huh? I see. There's still one thing that I don't understand.
Come on.
You know, why did you try to cover up what happened? If the truth hadn't come to light, you would have died along with the rest of
What are
us.
you thinking?
And yet why did you, oh my god, why did you do that?
Don't be mean!
Yeah, we almost died there.
What is this?
Because that's exactly what I wanted. Okay? So, wait. Huh? What? I mean, the reason she died is because all you pushed her into a corner. You all killed her. So that's why.
You should have been the one to die.
I couldn't let her be the only one that died.
What?
You don't mean. You were gonna take us all with you? Jeez. We have to atone for our sins. Because everyone, even me, we all killed her. We all have to pay for our crimes.
What?
Serious? That's...
What is this?
You still don't understand. Then let me explain. Do you realize just how much despair she was carrying with her when she died? Look at this. Oh, she made a note. God damn it. Such brutality has made me desperate. So instead of just wanting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand. I found it on the ground in front of the rec room. It was her suicide note. Suicide note? Thinking back, I should have seen it coming. It was right after Genocide Jack had attacked me. She got mad and stormed out of the nurse's office. I ran after her and... Calm down, you don't have to worry about me, I'm fine. I can't calm down. I don't care if I suffer for this, it's my fault after all. But now you're suffering because of me.
No forgiveness!
You tried to protect me, but because of me...
I can't forgive this!
My closest friend got hurt.
I...
Because of me, my friends are all gonna kill each other. This is all my responsibility. Thought she was responsible. You thought everything was her fault. Which is why she wanted to find a way to get everyone to forgive her. She asked to meet with them. You asked to meet with those three? You can't. Do you just see how dangerous that is? Don't worry, I just want to talk to them.
But...
Talk about what? Listen, don't do it. If they all gang up on you at once, even you.
Hina.
Please don't think of those. Don't think of things like that. They're not my enemy.
They're friends.
She completely believed in all of us. If you just talked to her, you would understand. She was a friend to all of us. And yet...
Why?
And yet... You trampled all over her feelings, and then you did the unthinkable. No, that's just a misunderstanding.
What are you saying?
Don't stand there and call it a misunderstanding. She believed in you, and you wouldn't even listen to what she had to say. Without asking a single question, you tried to kill her.
I won't forgive you.
Do you have any idea how desperate she was, seeing you act like that? That's what her suicide note means. So instead of just wanting to be killed, I'll do it by my own hand.
Why?
That's how far you pushed her. This got depressing real quick. Holy shit. What happened to you?
Hina.
You came. Right there, I'll help you out.
Hina.
Huh?
So glad I got to meet you. What's wrong? Why are you talking like that?
I have a favor to ask.
Huh?
Favor?
Some protein.
Could I ask you to? Yeah, you got it. Just hang on, I'll be right back. That was the last conversation I had with her. I went to the chem lab to get protein. She asked. When I got there, I saw the powder. And that's when I realized. I saw someone had taken something from the poison shelf. So I ran back to the rec room as fast as I could. But this game has gotten so much depressing than before. Yeah, like, I couldn't give two shits about, like, the other people, like dying and that stuff. But suicide is kind of, yeah, suicide's really depressing. Like, really depressing. And I'm kind of getting like, how do I word this? I'm getting very sad about this. The longer this conversation keeps going on. But by the time I got there, it was already too late.
Please.
Let me in. Please open the door.
Why? Why?
Why did she have to die? She had weakness, just like any other person. If she got cut, she bled. If someone hurt her, she felt it. That's weakness. That's normal. And yet,
Why?
all blamed her. I tried to protect her. I suffered for it, and just added to the weight she had to carry. I didn't even realize it. You know, we all killed her. All of us. We pushed her into a corner and murdered her.
Why?
People like us shouldn't be allowed to live. And that's why you tried to lead us astray. You did your best to make us arrive at the wrong conclusion during the class trial. Died hating all of us. I wanted to free her of her regrets. But even that got found out. In the end, I wasn't able to do anything for her. I'd never face her after this.
Hey! Hey!
God, what now, Bear? I'm sorry to interrupt right when you're about to deliver your final tearjerker, but
Hey!
it's taken so long. I'm about to fall asleep over here. I mean, do you really think you have any idea what she's actually thinking when she died?
What is this?
What did you say?
Hmm.
Everything you just said is nothing but your interpretation, right? Your own opinion on what her suicide note meant.
What are you saying?
Of course I know what she was thinking, cause her and me,
In other words,
well, what I'm really trying to say is,
yes, indeed.
don't you think the entire foundation is shaky? Well, what if that was, oh my god, what if it was really like this?
What the heck?
What is it?
Of course.
Isn't it obvious?
Yep.
A suicide note. Her suicide note. What, but Hina already?
Too bad.
Oh, I read that one. It was all me, baby.
It's true.
This is the one she addressed Hina to put in her room.
Huh?
What then? You lied to me? Oh,
Unbelievable.
don't say lie. It makes it sound so jetty. I thought it would liven things up a bit.
Well now,
I can't help it if you
well
took my
now.
little scribbles as face value. I didn't even it didn't even have her signature on it. You filthy little.
Damn it.
I'm not filthy. I didn't do anything.
Pum, pum.
Did I falsify evidence to affect the outcome of the class trial? The case played out between you and you alone. You're the ones joking each other around.
Phew.
Heck, even if the will had factored in, it still wouldn't have been between you guys.
Shing.
What's the problem? This is all part of the production process, okay? And scene. Cut.
And
So then, what did you write in the real suicide note?
What are you gonna do?
I'm glad you asked. For my benefit, I shall read it using my, oh my god, narrator voice.
Hey, hey.
But you know, have you been curious about the whole suicide note thing? You came up with the idea of leaving when you kill you came up with the idea of leaving a note when you kill yourself in the first place? Good question. Why did that become a thing?
But hold on.
And isn't it just so unfortunate? Killing yourself is just so final, you know? You can never hear the rest of the story. The truth is lost in darkness. Give me the willies.
enough already.
Can you get on with it, please?
Yes, indeed.
Okay, geez, talk about buzzkill. Alright, here we go. Okay. I gotta read it out. My good friend Hina, there's something I have to tell you. I hate to do it like this, but you need to know. This is my final wish.
As you know, I've been giving information to the one who's imprisoned you here.
It was our first night in this strange school that the mastermind came to see me.
You see, the mastermind took control of my family's dojo and demanded I become their tool.
You might not see the importance of the dojo, but my family has watched over it for 300 years.
I couldn't let it be destroyed under my watch, so even if it meant my own life, I had to protect it. That's how I saw things.
However, that was my greatest weakness. And because of that, I made the mistake of giving in to the mastermind.
And what the mastermind wanted from me was nothing less than murder.
They were probably worried that until the first murder had happened, nothing would have moved forward. Every second line broken... Yeah, I have noticed as well. Every second line is broken with voice lines. It's so weird. I don't know why. But what neither the mastermind nor I expected was the incident involving Sakia. At that point, the plan changed. The mastermind told me to hold off to wait until we reached another stalemate.
However, as I lived here with all of you...
See?
As I lived here with Hina, my resolve began to weaken.
Watching everyone fight with such despair, trying to so desperately to stay alive, saw the weakness in my own heart, the mistake of succumbing to the mastermind. And more than anything, just a reminder, the speedrun for this game is 3 hours and 45 minutes. Jesus.
I cannot betray those who would call me their friend.
I didn't even know there was a speedrun for this game. That's how I came to feel. That's why.
I've made a decision. I will no longer retreat, no longer compromise, no longer regret. I've made my decision. I'm going to resist you.
I don't know if you heard this or not, Luke, if you're still here, but apparently Elden Ring has a new speed run now. It's like 20 minutes or something, under 20 minutes. Of course, because of that, I decided to reveal her secret, which made everyone else hate her. Her decision to stay true to all you led directly to all you hating her for it. Ionic, isn't it? Or maybe I don't know how to say that word, or moronic.
Of course, I understand if you all hate me. All of this is because of my own weakness.
I'm heavily willing to accept whatever attack you may want to make on me.
So this is my atonement for betraying you. That's what I had in mind.
Yeah, it uses wrong warping and you don't fight all the bosses. Ah, okay. But unfortunately, that's not enough. This won't end with just me accepting your hatred.
My own situation has started having an effect on more people than just me. Which is exactly what the mastermind wanted when they revealed my betrayal.
Oh yeah, Hina fucking bitched up to bitch boy. My betrayal brought suspicion, disharmony. Mastermind knew that eventually it would escalate into something murdering someone else.
Of course, I'm still responsible for that as well.
I have an obligation to get this situation under control, and to fulfill that obligation I decided to do as the Mastermind's command. I will do what was told and commit murder.
But I've decided the one I'm going to kill is myself.
If the Mastermind demands that I kill someone, then that someone will be me. Then my JoJo will be safe, and above all else, none of you would have to kill anyone. When I die, the source of my conflict among you all dies with me. For that, I'm willing to give my life.
If it can save you, then sacrificing my own life could have no greater meaning.
Is this TOS? I don't know. And I feel really uncomfortable about this as well. Like suicide, yeah, suicide dudes, like, fuck.
Whatever you think of me, please know that you
That's
are
what
all
you're
my
talking
most
about, the
treasured
boober thing?
friends.
I didn't even notice until you pointed it out. Holy shit, she's got... What? I've never had people like you in my life.
Huh?
Then, didn't feel concerned. She didn't die hating
No
us.
way!
She wanted to stop us from fighting, to protect us.
Correct.
She didn't end her own life because she was weak. Quite the opposite, in fact. She was strong. Too strong. That's why she killed herself. She chose death for herself in order to protect the rest of us. Sacrificed so much, no normal person could do that.
However,
It was only her limitless strength that made it possible.
Finally, Hina, I want to apologize to you especially.
How long is a suicide note? Jesus! Stop saying KY, say unalive instead. Okay. The reason I didn't tell you any of this is because I knew you'll try to stop me. I'm really truly sorry, but please don't be sad. If I can thwart the mastermind's plans, how can I read thought properly, but nothing else? And if I can keep you killing from each other, that's enough for me. This is the path that I've chosen. This is the only way I've left to distinguish myself. And you can use that note to bring the class trial to a quick end. I'm so sorry to ask you to do something so unpleasant, but I have to leave you the rest of you. Please talk to Bitch Boy, Toko, and Hero on my behalf. I can't tell anyone about my plan while I'm alive, but I wanted you to understand why I'm doing this. In the end, though, I hope to show myself through actions and not words. Hopefully, then they will see.
I never saw you as my enemy. You were only ever my friend, who I wanted to help as much as possible. Hina, whatever it takes, survive. Survive along with everyone else.
Well, at least you're able to read this all correctly, I know.
No matter what, just survive.
How come I didn't butcher any of these words up? The suicide note, what the fuck?
But...
This is... I didn't understand how she felt, not at all. I thought we were close and still.
What are you gonna do?
But in the end, all her meddling was like totally pointless.
Uh-oh.
She died so you guys wouldn't try to kill each other, but you almost ended up doing it anyway. Thank you. Thanks to you, her death had no purpose at all. Well, there's only one entry for New Game Plus speed run for this game. Easy world record? Maybe? I don't know. In fact, it was because of her stupid meddling that the rest of you nearly bit the big one.
Too bad.
She deserves all the blame. Everyone blame her. Go ahead, she deserves it. Now then, the next victim has been decided. What do you mean next victim? Nobody here blames anyone.
Huh?
First of all, you're in the wrong for tricking Hina with a fake suicide note. And plus, death wasn't a waste.
Say what?
Because she made us remember, we're not the enemies that hate each other. We're friends who need to work together.
You know?
Damn straight. This is all because of our. This is all because of our misplaced hatred.
Well,
I don't blame her. I can't blame her. I can't, and nobody can blame Hina either.
Ooh-hoo.
Whether or not there was a spy never really mattered because the one we need to destroy is you, nobody else.
What? What do you want?
What the heck? That's not supposed to how it's go. That's not supposed to. Oh my god. I knew what happened. Fuck. That's not how this is supposed to go.
How strange.
But anyway, you sure about that? The killing game is a competition between all of you, remember?
Hey!
Your enemy is each other. He's absolutely right about that.
Phew.
Lovely bitch boy, you understand, don't you? This is a life or death elimination match. The only way to survive is to win. There can be no doubt that there are rules of the game. Which is why I'm blowing out of the game? Whoa, this is a plot twist and a half, hello?
Huh?
Yeah, I'm with you.
Naturally.
Sakura and Hina were both willing to sacrifice their own lives to deny the reality of the game. Thanks to them, it would appear the others have cast aside their fear for this game.
Don't make me repeat
There's no
myself.
point in participating in the game which has lost the sense of excitement. Which is why I'll be no longer participating in it.
What?
What's going on here? Now I only have one thing to look forward to.
It's all
And
clear.
that's to get a heap of harshest possible punishment onto the one who thinks they can control me. Blowing out of the game. Will said blowing out of the game? Kick. Okay. Bitch boy, does that mean? Don't misunderstand. I haven't been moved by some thoughtless sentimentalism. Is that what you if that's what you're thinking? Wherever Master goes, I go. And if Mastermind turns out to be a guy, maybe I can catch on fire. Everyone.
Hey,
Right now, can you say Sakura's Ogre's death had no meaning? How boring. But nothing good can come of this. I'm still being the one having the fun time.
what the heck?
Fun time? Anyway, let's forget about the good for nothing backstabber and get back on track.
You want me to
It's
punish
the
you guys?
moment you've been waiting for, punishment time.
What?
Wait, but Ogre was technically the killer, right? And she's dead. You're not gonna.
But
Is it me?
Wrong.
Oh heavens no, just because the blackened is dead doesn't mean I can just sub in whoever old shit I want. Didn't I tell you? I'm very particular about the bare times one rule.
Listen up.
But I spent so much time preparing my special punishment, it would be a shame to let it go to waste. So for my special punishment, I prepared a special guest. A special guest?
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time.
To a special guest, it's almost... Yeah, I know that. You.
Oh no!
You suck, man. You turned me into a magnal hunk of junk. That really took me out. Maybe I'll go grab a plate of chicken. After all, they say for post-workout grub, chicken's where it's at, and I'm all about the grilled goodness. Dang it, not the laptop, I know. Fried, boiled, give me a break. The colour, the smell, I don't know what that word is. Grilled it where it is at. I realize how dangerous it could be, but still I have to do this. I'm scared, but I can handle it. I don't really understand why, but when I think about everyone else, my courage starts to grow. You might think I'm just some inhuman AI, but it's true, so it's okay. If it's for the sake of everyone else, I won't be afraid. Utter Ego's word raced through my heart and soul, and my disbelief gave way to war or anger. Anger turned to fury, black and muddy and boiling over. Bubbled up through my body, quickly overthrowing and shouting out of my mouth. How dare you? That was my friend. How dare you kill him?
What's the matter?
You're friends with a laptop? That's pretty pathetic. What's next? Friends with a basketball? Shut the hell up. He wasn't just a laptop, he was my friend, and you killed him. Is that what you call... I don't know what that word is. Sold, stolen, all things, even like laptops. Well, you can call it whatever you want. But my biz, it got in the way. I was trying to find things out. It was trying to find out all the sneaky.
just as I thought.
Yeah, you finally noticed him.
Actually...
Fine. No, I knew about it from the very beginning. I knew Cherry was doing something with that laptop, and I knew you were using it to analyze data. I knew exactly how it was going to play out from the start. What?
What are you thinking?
You knew, and you were still cocky enough to let us take the plunge?
Yep.
Oh, I mean, the data and the laptop, it was, I guess you could call it a gift from me to you.
Phew.
Or maybe like a reward in order of you being able to unlock something so difficult.
Hey,
So of course, I didn't care if you got access to that. But sneaking into the network was just too personal, so I had to do a little, you know, reformatting.
I want to be able to help.
I want to work as hard as everyone else so we can all get out of here. Alter Ego wanted to fight for us. He wanted to help, but the risk of his own life, and for that he was killed. Yeah, the punishment time has made me feel a billion times better.
Very nice.
Experience a meaningless death is so soothing. It makes me remember that everyone low can get even lower. No, his death wasn't meaningless either. Everyone who died so far, the deaths of each and every one of us, of our friends, they make us stronger. I swear to God, someday you will pay for this.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Holy moly, you're super mad, just like unreasonably upset.
Well?
Okay, time to bring these things to a close. Oh, but before that,
Uh-huh.
I need to read the postscript.
What?
Postscript.
Yep.
Yep, there's still a bit more left of a note. How big is the suicide note? Do I have your attention? Okay, here we go.
Hello.
Prepare your ears for the deluxe tones of yours truly. One other thing, Hina. There's something I'd like you to tell the others. Hopefully you'll act as a clue to help you unravel the mysteries of the school. What, a clue?
Hina.
I've spoken with the mastermind off and on the whole time I've been here, and I've learnt one thing, which is the mastermind has done something to us. I think what they've done is... Oopsie daisy, that was a close one, another word, and we would have been hep deep in spoiler territory.
Too bad.
Okay, I don't want to ruin the surprise, so book club is dismissed for the day.
What?
You can't stop at the most important bit. Makes your brain rumble and tremble. Huh? It makes you so mad that you don't even freaking know, huh?
You guys?
That's the whole point, stupid. It's to get back at you for all your... God, I'm losing it. It's to get back at all of you for hardening your resolve. Fine, but at least Sakura's note. Like I'll let any of you greaseballs have it. But
Too bad.
he sucks for you, loser.
Hmm?
Wait, what's this?
What?
What is it now?
What?
There's one last line in the note. And let me just say this to the mastermind. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you, bastard, no matter what. That's seriously it.
Hmm?
Not well, a stubborn loser, huh? Won't lie down and die, she'll fight you. Oh, whatever, who cares what some dead musclehead has to say.
Well?
Okay, I'm out of here.
Hmm.
You have to try to get some rest, you know. And maybe take some time to reconsider how you approach the school life of yours. You don't want to graduate? Really cut free from the regrets of the outside world? Think about it. Think long and hard. Those were his parting words to us before he disappeared. What was that all about? Final message, her last clue to help us solve the mystery of the school. Mastermind did something to us? Oyo said something like that before, didn't she? It was clear Celeste's trial was over. It was after Celeste's trial was over.
You.
What did you do? What did you do to my body?
Who? Hey.
Answer me, what did you do to my body? Mastermind did something to our bodies. What? Saying the mastermind did. What did the mastermind do to us? I mean, the mastermind plant a bomb in us or something? Oh god. If we try to leave the school, a sensor goes off? The bomb explodes? I've seen stuff like that in movies and comics and stuff, but it's not totally unheard of. No, I feel awful just thinking about it. I can't afford to acknowledge those thoughts like that.
Yo!
But the class trial was over and Monokuma's gone.
But...
So now what do we do?
Yes.
Gus is there, and head back up. Oh yeah, okay, let's get out of here. Still feel responsible. Dial back that ego a bit, girl. Kind of mystery someone like you could pose.
Not possible.
I'd never have lost to I would never have lost to that kind of challenge. You talking about Ko and Makoto are the ones that figured everything out.
Stop talking.
Shut up. Seriously, I'm sorry. How many times you have to plan to apologize? How about you make that your last one? I haven't reached a point where I need someone to apologizing more than once.
Sorry.
Okay, I see what you mean. Then, I'll try. That totally wasn't normal, right? Did you just capture his flag?
No.
And not suffer the existence of someone who would disturb the romance between me and me, master.
Huh?
What are you talking about? That's absolutely not what's happening. Why would I ever go for a sleazeball like him?
What did you say?
Sleazeball?
What the heck?
That's right, I called you a sleazeball because you are a sleazeball.
I see.
Apparently you still have a death wish.
Ah.
Oh. All biting sarcasm? No wonder you didn't have any friends.
No, 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 no!
Hey, stop fighting with Master. You're making me jealous. I want the... What? I want the abuse give and take. Me. I guess it's not easy for everyone to act like friends. Well, that's just how... Well, that's just how it goes for now. The end of chapter 4. And so, the class has come to the end and we return to the world of Hope's Peaks Academy. The story wasn't even close to over. And they keep on marching on. We went back to our rooms and before long, night snuck up on us.
This is a school. As such, soon the doors to the.
Okay.
Okay then.
We've had that a minute. Nighttime descended and pulled me down along with it into a deep sleep. I couldn't remember the last time I've fallen in such a deep sleep. The night was still, but the night still wasn't over for me. A voice. I could hear a voice. Wow. Wake up. Wake up. Huh? The voice dragged me from the deep slumber into a hazy half-consciousness. My eyelids were like lead. Oh, what's happening here?
Kyoko?
That's done.
Yes, it's me.
Huh? Kyoko?
I said yes.
Happening. I'm scared.
So Kyoko's here.
Wait, what?
I was into my room. In a flash, I was right awake. What are you doing here?
It's true.
I mean to wake you up. Oh, I see. Wait, but my door was unlocked. You're unbelievably careless. It was unlocked? Are you serious?
Hey,
Always. And you don't have to overreact like that every time you're surprised. What time is it?
correct.
3 o'clock in the morning, of course. It's 3 a.m.? Why is Koya waking me up at this hour? Is it time? For the sexy time? So late, what happened?
Makoto.
I have a favorite. Oh god, I'm not. Oh, okay, it's happening, it's happening. Damn. What's your favor?
So,
Remember what she said at the end of the note? Oh, no. I'm not going to just lay down and die. I will fight you. I want to find out what she meant by that. Yeah, but how do you plan to do that? I put her lips next to my ear and whispered. Data center on the 4th floor. What?
goodbye.
I'll meet you there. But another word, she's gone. What the? Her words reverberated through my half-dazed head. Data center? But I thought it was locked. Okay. So, what I'm going to do is, we're hitting nearly 10 o'clock. And I'm going to be a little bit of a dick move. I'm going to call it there for the night, fellas. Because I have to get up somewhat early-ish tomorrow. Some personal life stuff. But I do want to thank you all for been watching for a bit. The streams have been going very well, I will say that. Getting some views. Having some viewers come back as well. And I'm also enjoying the game. Am enjoying the game so much as well. End of the stream. The end of the stream. I know, I do apologize. I gotta, you know, to be continued. Next time on Dragon Ball Z. That's what we're doing right now. So, thank you again for all coming out again. Even the lurkers. I know there's some people who have been lurking in my streams. I'm calling you out, but yeah, it's all good. But I want to say thank you again for the VOD viewers for watching my VODs, because they're bringing numbers as well. And enjoy the rest of your morning, day or night, and